You see, there we go.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
Sometimes I do get the right. Yeah, there we go.
The board.
It's Sunday afternoon, so it's time for Doc's Kid Party. Join Doc, co-host Jeff Kendall, and their guests for 2+ hours of fun, frivolity, and maybe fisticuffs. And now, here he is, your host, Doc Duckus.
My stereo blowing up again.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a different effect. No.
Okay.
We'll save that one for later.
Okay.
But it is Sunday. Yay!
Yay!
There's like 3 people out there somewhere.
What's a shuko?
Oh, I used to work for a window factory, and they were one of our suppliers.
Oh, okay.
I got a picture out of it.
Okay, well, that's good.
So, hooray for that. So anybody, anyway, hello, it's Sunday again, and time for another mess, whatever this thing is. Jeff Kendall's here, see?
Hi, it's Sunday.
Yeah. Tim Allen's here, see?
Yeah.
See? Gur is here.
Who's here?
Yeah. Yeah. Special guest, Mr. Dog.
He's right up to his wrist.
Yes.
Yeah. Richard James is supposed to be out there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not late. No.
Named after everyone's favorite Led Zeppelin.
Hello, Crackers. Hello. And everybody else. Yes. Very good. Okay. Where's my next button? Here.
I bid you welcome.
So much work doing this stuff. Some days I wish somebody else would take over this show.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
I know. And this is a bomb, too. So anyway, yeah, it's Sunday. The 5 of us are here for, who knows, we may get somebody to fill in the other square.
You never know.
You know, and then we'll all get to shout if
Brad's not here.
happens.
Your Brad's not here. He was here the past.
Brad's not here. I know. But we'll see what happens. And that was the end of the comments.
Maybe Robert P will show up.
Oh, what? 115 today.
Wow, you're old.
Well, that's something like probably Arizona. It's really hot out there.
Ow.
Got some friends out there.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a dry heat. It's good.
Yeah, it's dry heat. Thanks to the dry heat, it only feels like 105.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
another vibe.
Right, he,
I know. I got my air conditioner running over there too.
Yeah, me too, and my fan. So.
I got my ceiling fan on, but
Oh, you do, yeah.
I got
I might be having to put the AC on. It's kind of muggy here today.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
I usually have a bunch of cats sitting here on my coffee table, right in front of the fan. You know, kind of like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cats everywhere.
They are.
Yeah. Phoenix, please don't say it's a dry heat. It's a dry heat.
Yeah, I have some friends out there. Yeah, and it's hot out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's got air conditioning there.
Yes. And it's barely into July, if that. You know, so
I know. July is
a rough one.
day.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can boil water on the pavement or something or other.
Brian egg.
Yeah. I found out today I'm egg intolerant.
Oh,
You can't have egg?
no, people can't throw them at him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm intolerant of that too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if I eat eggs, I have to head for the loo.
Really?
Oh,
Do
okay.
you know what the loo is? Do you have a loo in your home, Mr. Dog?
I do.
A what?
A loo?
Yeah, I do have one.
I have a Costello in mine.
Just upgraded from a bucket outside. Yeah.
Yeah. I have a loo, and I have a kitty loo as well.
I have to be careful with eggs. Like I discovered a while ago that The only eggs I can really eat is like egg salad or scrambled. Other forms of eggs kind of upset my stomach a little bit.
I don't like eggs anymore. Devil eggs, maybe. Eggs in a salad. Other than that,
I love eggs in the morning, like bacon and eggs type thing.
Bacon eggs the best Sunday morning breakfast there is.
Keep heading for the other room. So like this morning I decided to Google. I says, how come when I eat eggs and Google filled in the rest, I poop? Well, like it knows.
Is that a recent development then? Or is that something that's happened?
Apparently I'm egg intolerant. So if
you can, like, as you get older, you find there are certain things that you get intolerant to.
Yeah, after age.
Like there's things I used to be able to eat. Now I get acid reflux when I eat the stuff. No.
What's a good word? Yes, eggs. Exactly.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You got it. Yes, exactly. Eggs.
Eggs.
Where else on the internet are you going to tune into 5 old guys talking about
eggs? Yeah.
4 old guys.
Probably, yeah, I was going to
say. Younger guy.
Me, because I haven't opened my mouth on the topic.
Probably he's doing the math and he ain't happy.
I know people tune in to see us talk about music and
movies and whatever.
Ollie's hair is still the same color it should be.
Yeah. It's escaping quite rapidly. It's still, just about.
Oh,
What is it? What is it? You have to stay in. It's hot outside. You know you can't have a drink of water. No. Your water's in the kitchen. My water's here. No.
Where else are you going to tune into guys talking to their cats?
You know, I never saw this sort of behavior when I watched the Tonight Show. Never.
Letterman.
Well, let's after 7 minutes now. Let's try to talk about music.
Okay.
So, I'll pass it over to Jeff because I know he's got some new stuff, don't you?
Ooh.
Or do I? Oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh well, then there you go. See.
Yeah. Well, yesterday after I went coming home from my fishing trip, I came back by the Half Price Books place, and they had the 2 for $5 sale, and I even had a 10% coupon, so I got 10% off the $5 Half Price Books.
Fantastic.
And so I picked up a couple of 60s, 70s groups. These are both. I think these are like $5.50 for both of them. Pretty good group. I haven't had these before. I picked up the Fifth Dimension, and I picked up the Classics 4.
Oh, wow.
Both of these for $5.
I didn't know they had a 10 best of the Classics 4.
Yeah, it's a good budget hits comp, and the Classics 4 had 4 top 40 hits, and all 4 of them were on this.
Bam. All right.
So if you find a nice budget hits comp, grab this one.
Oh, I've never seen that in the thrift store, so you've got the only one.
Yeah, and this one here, this is an Arista copy. It's a reissue, but it's really good. The Fifth Dimension. Yeah.
Cool. Let's move over to Tim Allen.
Hi.
Hi. Have you bought anything in the last little while?
Nope. Still nothing.
Oh.
I go 3 times a week to my thrift store, and I walk out empty-handed, except I bought the microphone last week, which I used. Right. And I think I'm going to continue using, but that's it. Nothing.
Okay.
Wait.
A new T-shirt.
You got your own shirt now?
I have merch.
Yeah, look at this. It's got merch. Look at this. Final Snap Crackle Pop Final Hour. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Where can we get one?
You can't. There's only like a half dozen in existence or something like that.
Well, your merch is not selling well then.
I should have a new show up hopefully by the morning. That's my plan.
Okay.
I still have the last one. Sorry.
Okay. Can't wait for that. Yay. Okay. Now that Gur's back in his chair.
It's an electric chair.
Oh, okay. Electric chair.
I don't have anything new, but I have a box set I can talk about.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if you remember this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. Yes.
Since since Bruce is opening his big fat mouth on politics, I thought I'd give him some airplay.
Ah.
But yeah, I bought this when it first came out. When was this out? I can't. Oh, 86.
Yeah, 86.
85, I think.
Well, mine says 86, but yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the record version.
Well, maybe
of it.
86 because it did come out on CD, so maybe 86.
Yeah.
This is the record.
Actually,
version. Pretty good stuff.
Actually, I think the vinyl and cassettes might have come out a year before the CDs did.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. Nothing special about the label. It's just the Columbia.
Yeah.
Of course, it was on.
Yeah, I've got one of those.
You got the each sleeve has a different picture. There's Clarence. Clarence is gone.
Clarence.
Yeah.
Clarence, shot of people with their cigarette lighters.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be phones back then. They probably were cigarette lighters.
Mm-hmm.
And then aerial shot of the stage.
Ooh.
It's kind of cool. And outdoor stadium shot.
Wow.
I think he just got out of bed and he's stretching. Like that's what you do. When you get up,
Yeah.
you do the stretch. Anyway. Yeah, so I haven't played this in many years, but it's kind of cool to have it. And we were talking about this a while ago, so I thought, well, I just show that.
And how old is Bruce Springsteen now?
I have no idea. He's got to be in his
76.
70s, I would think.
I think he might be in his 80s.
I'm over
or
72,
something.
and I feel great.
Anyway, there's the concerts that he played. Yeah, so if you saw him on that, I mean, he was kind of at the height of his popularity at that point. And,
Yeah, I heard he was born in the USA.
Yeah. He pretty much fired the E Street Band for a while after that came out, and that kind of ruined his popularity in a lot of circles.
yeah, anyway, it's 5 LP set.
There you go. 5 LPs.
Yeah.
All sizes of the box set.
Well, it's good because it is live and there's lots of energy, and of course he, back then he put everything into his shows, right? So,
Grant wants to know who here has the new box set.
there you go. That's it. That's all I got.
I think that's it right there. Hello, Grant, by the way.
No,
Look, Mr. Dog, what have you bought lately?
I've got about 30 to show, so.
Ooh, okay.
More than about an hour.
Okay. That's fine.
Some of them are more interesting than others.
Oh, Human League. Okay.
Human League, yeah.
Right. Right, said Fred. You know them? They
Oh,
had a
I've
hit
heard
in
of
the
them.
US.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
sexy and whether he knows it or
I'm
something.
too sexy for my shirt. Not
Right.
today.
Right.
Primal Scream.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you don't know.
It's a
Heard of them?
priceless creation.
3-Piece Suite by Dodgy. I've never heard of them, but I thought, why
I
not?
don't think I've heard of that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
No More I Love Yous by
Oh,
Annie Lennox.
he loves right, said Fred.
Come on.
One for Jorgen. Agneta Faust.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tammy Wynette. Who's that?
No. That's one of the ABBA girls.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some CD
Blondie.
singles.
Oh, okay.
Blondie's Maria. I'm trying to not get the glare out of my.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
There you go.
Yeah.
And then you'll notice that
I
they're
have
in
that.
the right way round.
Yeah.
it's upside
Another
down.
one.
I have that. It's a slightly shorter version of the song. I have that too.
Oh, girl.
I don't have this one.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
pretty good
That's a
album.
good one. Yeah.
Susanna
Oh.
Hoffs.
wow,
Okay.
you have been.
Oh, it's their solo stuff.
Yeah, that's her
Yeah.
first solo. I don't have that. I never bought
When
it.
You're a Boy. They
Should we
start
know?
getting more interesting. Procol Harum.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Exotic
That's
Birds
a
and
neat
Fruit.
cover. I love the cover.
Yeah.
That's a
Procol
jigsaw
Harum.
puzzle.
Oh, okay.
He's been buying up stuff like crazy.
Procol Harum. They're so cheap though. They're
Yeah.
next to nothing.
They are
It's
now.
like saving them from landfill, really. So
You're making them popular again.
yeah, exactly. So then I'll just flog them for thousands of pounds, hopefully. I already had this, but it's got bonus tracks on it. So
Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay.
a more modern Kate Bush.
David Gilmore discovery.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll never be on this channel.
No.
Aubergine, Chris Rare.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, everyone's favorite.
Auberge.
Oh, page plants.
Oh, I got that.
Yes, a good one. I wish I'd do another one like that. Oh, ACDC. Yes.
I guess
That's
he's
a really good album that got overshadowed by Back in Black so much, but that was a follow up to it, but it's a really good album.
ZZ Top.
Oh,
Zed,
yes.
like an Englishman, I love it.
Yes.
oh, you just hurt Grant's feelings.
Canadian. Yeah. It's a really rare, unheard of album. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, I've heard of that one. The little guy and the big guy. That's, I guess,
Let It Be out of #1 spot.
yeah.
Yeah. Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. That's a
What
good
a, what
album.
a stack.
I already had a Mark Bolan compilation, but it's a 2 CD one, so
Oh, okay.
Oh, my phone.
a 2 CD Dow Shannon
Oh,
compilation.
Josh Hannon, yeah.
Oh,
I wonder.
One for Stephen Schnee.
Oh,
I
okay.
really enjoyed it. So-
look, Stephen, look.
and I've got these
Hi, James. Hi.
Oh, okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Ooh.
and these tracks have
Oh,
been
that's Tim's
re-recorded by one or
favorite.
more of the members of the original groups.
Okay.
So these are
Oh,
re-records. These are.
Mhm.
great.
I got this junk.
Hey, wait a minute.
No, that's
You're called
that's
junk.
one of the few Monkeys comps I don't have. I collect Monkeys comps, and I
I've
don't
got like
own
20 greatest hits as well, but this has got 29 on, so
Yeah.
there you go. More Monkeys.
It's definitive.
Herman's Hermits. The
Oh,
collection.
okay.
Have another. Essential Van Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And now we're getting to Wilco, Roger Daltrey. These are a bit more modern, these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Dog, you need more than just a comp.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have to go buy some single albums.
If I find them, I won't go out of my way to get them, but you know.
A comp is more than enough. Just stick with that.
That's right.
John Fogerty. Yes.
Fogerty, yeah. I remember. That's a comp, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
2013.
It's got
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah,
credence on there.
Comp, yeah.
Wrote a song.
it's
for
either
everyone.
comp or live because
Yeah.
Comp or lie. I don't have it. I'm just wondering.
It's a live comp.
I think it's a comp.
Oh, Peter Gabriel. Yeah. That's a
Gabriel.
good CD.
Yeah. Still in the shrink.
Yes. Oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
I'm
only
waiting.
you have this, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the next one.
So it's, yeah. It's still in
Probably
the
doesn't
shrink.
wait. Probably doesn't wait 20
This-
years.
Last one. I've been collecting up all the McCartney guest appearances on albums over the past year.
Yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
waiting for this to come out. Well, waiting for this to go down in price because it's still like 20 quid. But I got it for like 33p. So
Oh, okay.
What is that? Is that Dolly? Yeah.
Dolly Parton, yeah,
Hi.
2 CDs.
Okay.
It's got the Let It Be with Ringo and Paul on it.
And
And,
she did that. That's not that old, right? She just did that recently.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
a
20,
weird
23, yeah.
Duets. It's
Yeah.
all a bunch of duets, right? And
You know, 33p. They're all like free for £1. So what's that, like
Wow.
£10 worth? You know, not
That's a
bad,
lot.
is it? Not bad. You
Yeah,
can make
I
me
have to
small.
go back to Tim because there was a question that I missed. Tim, did the laser disc deals dry up?
they're not like they used to be. There's still they've separated into categories now. There's really expensive rare ones, and then there's regular ones. Regular ones online are probably about $10 these days. Well, they used to be able to get them for 3 or 4 with free shipping. Those days are long gone. But now people know what the rare ones are, and the rare ones are not cheap. Like anything else, like videotapes. People are paying insane prices for videotapes too these days, which is just nuts, but they are. So,
Stupid people.
Well, it's what you want. It's nostalgia. The world lives on nostalgia these days.
Oh, hi.
Do you have anything, Doc?
Yes, I do.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yes, I do. I found something. In excess, welcome to wherever you are for $6. $6.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
$6.
I know. See, it's got not enough time on it.
Bob Clearmountain. He's famous.
So I actually found something this week. Yay!
That's good. That's good.
Fantastic. About time I found something. So anyway, that's what I get. And there's a hello in there that I.
Hello, Peter, if that's you.
Hello, George.
George.
Yeah.
Hello, Tim.
I put that in.
There's Tim.
Also,
Marcus
monkeys
and
do
Grimes.
nothing for me beyond the hits. Oh, come on.
Okay.
No, that's not okay. No.
That's
Monkeys are
the truth.
fine listening. How do you get by without listening to Zilch and Peter Percival's Pet Pig Porky?
Well, Doc, we could ask you how you get by without listening to like a Rolling Stone or Lay Lady Lay, but we don't. Because everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
Never mind. Never mind.
So, Ollie, you have this one?
What is that?
No, I
don't have that one.
No.
That's another one for Paul McCartney guest appearances.
Yeah, he's on.
He's under the name of Paul Ramone.
Oh, okay.
This is the album that they recorded at Abbey Road Studios, I think. Anyway, he's on here as Paul Ramone. That's
a handful that I have.
I have it on a comp. My Dark Hour is the track.
Yeah, In My Dark Hour is the track he plays on.
Yeah, I've got it on an early best of Steve Miller double, so I have the song. I don't have the album.
He's totally uncredited, but it's him.
But it's weird. He's not only playing drums. He only credited him for drums, but he's definitely singing too. But
probably
no credit for singing, just drums, and it's like.
Yeah. So that's one. Like if you're doing that collection, you want to get that. And it's Steve Miller. It's a pretty good album anyway.
Sure. I know I've got to get a Super Furry Animals one with Paul McCartney eating celery on it. Homage to the Beach Boys.
Well, speaking of that, you got to get the Beach Boys Smiley Smile album because Paul's eating celery on that as well.
Yeah, I do have it. I have that, but that's supposed to be a myth where he's not apparently doing that.
Look, we have more people in the Peanut Gallery. We have Thrifty Tim. Hello. Nice to see you here. And of course, our favorite.
Hey, Peter.
Peter Boothroyd is here. Yeah. In excess, and the monkey should be in the Hall of Fame. Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Dolly Parton. What do you mean What What for Why? Why
No, why? What? Where?
I heard some over there. Yeah. Like both of them, or one of them, or both? What are you talking about? Wait, just a second here. What's that you got?
Oh, this. Have you not heard of it?
What is that? Chocolate Yop?
Chocolate Yop.
Chocolate Yop.
They have Yop in England and Canada, but not the U.S.
It's chocolate.
And look at the size of it. It's twice the size.
That's a big Yop. Yeah.
That's a large size Yop. Look at
For a
that.
big Yop. Big Yop for a big
Ooh.
Yop.
825 G's of Yop.
Have you tried the
Yop,
chocolate
yop,
Yop?
yop.
Doc?
That's a lot of Yop.
That looks pretty good, actually.
Wow. I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Wait, too much Davy Jones schmaltzy?
He's
come
he's
on.
not. He only does a song or two on most albums. He's not.
I know.
It's
It's
not-
like too
most
much.
of the albums are making. Mike sings more vocals than Davey does.
I don't know. Some people can be just unfair, you know. Not enough Peter Tork. Yeah, I know. Oh, Tim likes that Steve Miller album.
It's a good album. His early stuff is really good. It's more bluesy than most people might think, but
Yeah, he wasn't the lead singer on a lot of it.
Yeah.
no. And Boz Scaggs was on his first two albums.
Yeah,
heard of
Mr. Boz Skaggs snuck it up.
Boz.
Lead singer for them. That's where he comes from. For people that don't know where Boz Skaggs come from,
He's
He
a
came
Steve
from
Miller
Steve
alumni.
Yep.
Paul McCartney is on my new album. It's
And he's
called
not even joking.
2.
Pure Country 2 by Peter M. Boothroyd. Paul is track 1. So it's now a Beatles collectible.
Wow.
Don't
coming
tell
out on
Peter
CD?
Brad. Yeah, I know. Peter saw Yop in the supermarket and thought of you. Well, of course. Who else besides Mr. Dog down there can tell the world about Yop? We'll have to get a. We should be paid for this advertising.
Yeah.
Oh, what's our favorite John song on the White Album?
Oh boy.
Revolution?
It's a hard choice.
You know, you guys think this is weird, but I've always liked "Cry Baby Cry."
Yeah, I like that too.
I just think
It's
that's
short,
the perfect John Lennon song.
Everybody's got something to hide except for me and my monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for me, it's been my favorite since I first heard the White Album. Although Julia is creeping up as a close second, but Dear Prudence, his first song on the White Album, I just think is a spectacular song.
You know, people don't realize it, but he actually wrote "Good Night" as well.
Yeah.
People think McCartney wrote because it's very like McCartney, but that's a John Lennon track. He didn't sing it.
It's on Life of the Lions, I think, for like a minute. He's singing it.
Yeah. Well, he used to sing it to Julian as a lullaby.
Wait, we have
more praise.
Somebody takes the 6th square here. It's Thrifty Tim. Hello.
Hello, Thrifty Tim.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey,
Do you
what's
have a favorite John song on the White Album?
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
Hi.
Do you have a favorite John song on the White Album?
Every time he's got to get the White Album.
This never happened on the Tonight Show either.
No. It's your first thing.
Yeah, that's a trick question.
Yeah.
There may be technical difficulties.
Okay.
There we go.
Favorite John song on the White Album?
Let's move on.
Favorite song on the, I was going to say favorite song on the White Album.
Yeah.
Is it Rocky Raccoon?
Yeah, that's a good John song.
No, that's a Paul. Please try again.
Yeah. Yeah.
A song by John Lennon on the White Album.
Revolution number 9.
Okay, yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah, I guess.
Interesting.
Okay, kick him out.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I kind of like the song. I like Glass Onion myself.
Yes. Okay.
John's
Besides,
got better songs than the White
George
Album.
is supposed to be in the HOF. Yes. Yes, indeed.
Well, if you want the monkeys in, you got to put them in too, I guess.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I did see
Just
a
a minute.
Partridge Family
Well,
Frisbee for sale.
I'm sorry, but if Run DMC is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, then friggin' Andy Williams should be in there. I mean, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah,
I won't rest until Pablo Lombardo's in there.
yeah.
See,
Frank
like I
Sinatra.
said, these guys should be in
There
there.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And that one.
Oh. More.
Okay, now you're just showing off.
Got two of them.
I have
What's the Partridge Family album with the white cover? It's
Notebook.
mostly
Oh,
white.
that
Notebook.
sounds like a-
Notebook. Yeah.
That's the one I saw.
Yeah.
I have
I
that
would have
one.
got it, but I don't want to walk around town with that on under my arm. You know, it's just.
Yeah, people might think you're a weird.
Well,
Well, yeah.
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 Well, people will stop how you go, oh, I love Doc Dacus's channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, he's on there. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Oh boy.
Are there more in the audience than there are up on stage now? Or
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, there are.
How many viewers we got here? And we can't count us because we count. So
Supposedly there's 16 people watching.
Yeah.
whoa,
Wow.
But there's NASCAR on TV right now. That's probably our main
Mm-hmm.
problem.
we're almost.
Well, there's a
Well,
bunch
6
of
of them
live
would be
streams.
us, right? So, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Usually it doesn't count the people that are up on the
well,
panel.
if you have it
If
on
you've got
YouTube,
both
it will.
windows open, it does. If
Yeah,
you're
if you're on
watching
YouTube,
it,
it
it
will.
counts you.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not watching it, so it's not counting me. But why would
Like
I
and
watch
subscribe or Tim Allen will freak out. Wow. We wouldn't want that, would we?
No.
What? People don't want to admit they watch this channel.
No, probably so.
Well,
Bunch of old guys.
yeah,
Hey.
old people talking about bodily functions. Nobody.
There's other channels they will admit they watch. There's no shame in admitting you're watching this one.
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
So, you know,
No.
We talk about what America has on its mind. Like, gosh, what has Toady Fields been up to lately?
the ever popular Cody Fields,
Ever
Yeah.
popular. Ever popular.
which means she's never done anything. She's just a friend of mine, so I brought her on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
She's
we have
probably have-
She has no acting credits, so we'll just call her ever popular.
Yeah.
we have the latest in celebrity gossip.
Okay. What is it? What is it?
What is
If
it?
you want to know what Buddy Hackett's been up to lately, we've got that.
Oh, like having to lie down, has he?
Pretty much.
Mhm.
In fact, I saw an episode of Password this morning. The celebrity guests were oh crap. Anyway, Jerry Lewis was the male celebrity.
Jerry Lewis on a game show?
Yes, which shocked me. Like,
Yeah,
what
me
is
too.
Jerry Lewis doing on Password?
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, he was silly and stupid and whatnot, but different. Anyway, hey,
Yeah,
Leland-
that's the one I chose. Glass Onion. Mm-hmm.
no, it was 24 watching.
Ready for watching now.
Before everybody, the mass exodus happened.
Yeah.
I,
Oh no,
I can't believe nobody picked Happiness is a Warm Gun.
that's a good one though too.
She did slaps.
there's so many good ones on it though.
Yeah.
That's like 3 different songs in one, actually.
Yeah. Oh, Vito Scotti. Yes.
Oh, Vito Scotti made an appearance on Columbo today.
Oh yeah, he was the star of that one episode.
Yeah. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
A bar called Vito's.
So was Vito the villain today?
Well, the one I saw, no, he owned a bar called Vito's.
Vito's.
Ooh, they had the reach to find that one. Ooh.
Yeah.
The only TV show I was watching today is Eight Is Enough.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the female celebrity on Password was Audrey Meadows.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Audrey Meadows and Jerry Lewis were the
That's interesting.
celebrities on Password.
What a combination.
I know. I was like, what? But I mean, Jerry Lewis was just like, I don't find Jerry Lewis to be all that funny. But he was trying to ham it up, you know.
Yeah.
And it was taking up time, too. You know, like, you're there to make money, and the stinking guys.
Yeah, but wait. If this is the syndicated later ones, which I'm assuming it was, you were supposed to waste time because they didn't have a lot of money to give away. And once game shows become syndicated, they want you to waste time. The less game they have to play, the longer the show can keep going, the less they give away. You know, I mean. Yeah, so that he was probably told, give it
away now.
Yeah. No, this was an old network episode, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So like the reason why all these networks are still showing out these reality shows is because they cost less to do than the other shows.
Ah. Indeed. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Now see here. I did not care about Vito Scotti until I started to watch this.
Yeah. Yeah, he's everywhere.
This is why we talk about current celebrities.
Yeah, Vito Scotti.
Now he spots him on different shows. Like, there's a Vito, there's a Vito, there's a Vito.
We've started a cult.
He's about like Chicken Man. He's everywhere.
Well, he is. Yes.
Well, he was in the 60s.
Yes.
He was.
Yes.
And 80s.
Lost in Space.
Go look at his acting credits. The guy was on every show that was ever made.
Aw. We haven't talked about Vito in so long. I got rid of his thing. Oh dear. But if you're on here long enough, you'll get your own cartoon. I tell you. You never know what might happen.
Jorgen's got a cool head under pressure.
Yeah.
I know. He's like SWAT teams and gorillas never phase him.
Yeah, he's just like Merlin Perkins up in that safety of the helicopter.
Oh, yeah. Watching.
What?
The Brady Kids. Now, if anyone wants to know, I just Googled it. Vito Scotti is buried in the Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
We should do a pilgrimage. We got to do a pilgrimage.
Breaking news: Vito Scotti is dead.
Yes, he died in 1996.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I think we should plan a pilgrimage. That's what I think.
To the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. We can have lunch. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll have
need
Vito's grave.
We can have a picnic at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery if that lets you.
I guess I'm closest. I'll make reservations.
Yeah.
I'd like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Vito Scotti was not in Lost in Space.
That's a video. Who else has made a video?
He could have been. He might have been a rock or something. You know?
Yeah.
Uncredited.
I guess Vito went the way of the band lady. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
It did. Afraid so. Yes.
Yeah, because Vito Scotti was in Gilligan 3 times, and
Four.
Oh, 4 times. Okay.
Well, one was a double, right? One was a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Well, that's still twice, 2 episodes.
One was footage from another episode.
No, he reprised the role.
Did he redo some of it?
Because
Okay.
every castaway had a different spin on the story,
Mm-hmm.
so they had to bring him back to. Well, Ginger remembers it this way, and Mrs.
Yeah.
Howard remembers it this way.
Yeah. So they actually reshot stuff.
He came back and reshot
Okay.
different sequence, whatever. What's this? I'll start a good fund me first. You all get to go visit Mr. Scotty's Reading Place. Oh, that'd be swell.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
There we go. So
We'll drive down, and on the way we can stop and see Jimi Hendrix's grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I want to actually do that. That's something I want to do, is do a pilgrimage down.
Yeah. And on the way there, we could stop and ride the canyon machine.
Yeah,
That
those
looks like a fun ride.
No.
those streams are a little too happy. Like, there's
What
something
happened to the parachute that was supposed to be on there?
not right about that. I think that's fake.
A ride's called the
That
Suicide.
looks like a fun ride. I want to go on that ride.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just heard, like, after it starts to fall, you hear this wee.
Yeah, like we.
They're a little too happy for what's going on.
They're
here.
very happy. Yes. What a great time that was. Yes.
Yeah. What happened to Hot Dog?
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. Yeah. Docus of Doom.
That's
Yeah.
true. That could be a new segment.
Oh, did you have a sunburn, or are you just embarrassed to be on here?
I have a sunburn, yeah.
Yeah, I
See
can
that?
tell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have one
It's around my
too.
eyes.
You look
Oh,
like
wow.
a raccoon. You got your raccoon look on.
Yeah, he's got a sunburn.
Ooh, look at the stripper music. Oh,
We're not that kind of show. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Yep,
just
he's got
embarrassed
one.
to be on here.
And I've got one too. Yeah.
you're like me. You got to watch the sun. You burn like a crisp if you're not careful.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I suppose we should ask Tim.
We're too
Thrifty
pale.
Tim, have you bought anything lately?
Not music-wise. I've been cleaning up my room with all my albums and books. I took a break for coming on here, and because I have over 3,200 albums.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
Just so
And,
you know, Tim, this isn't a break. This is like being in the penalty box.
Yeah.
Well, see, I have around 800 or 900 books too that I'm trying to.
You
Because
must have a lot of shelves as well.
yeah, I have shelves all over in here.
I have so many books. I made shelves out of the books. Then I put books on them.
Of course.
Yeah. Congratulations on your massive display of
Yes.
books and albums.
Mhm.
But you haven't bought anything lately, eh, Mr. Thrifty?
Nope.
No, nothing. Well,
No.
just for that, you're going to have to tell us what your favorite Paul song on the White Album is.
I'm not really sure which ones he's saying. So.
I would say Helter Skelter for me.
Oh yeah.
Honey Pie.
Oh, come on.
What? Don't you sing along to that in the car?
No.
No. Aw.
Well, Doc thinks the best song on for sale is Mr. Moonlight, so I think Honey Pie might be right on the mark.
Someday people will realize.
I listened to that album yesterday, and you know, it's not an album I play a lot, but it's got some pretty good songs on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad album at all. It's one of those albums I don't listen to a lot. But
Yeah. I think I'd have to be Blackbird.
I think it's
no.
one of
Oh,
their
yeah.
best sounding albums. Especially
Yeah.
the
that's what I
stereo.
like about it. It does sound good.
His
Yeah, it's
stereo
a bit
mix
of-
sounds fantastic. Even
It's
the
been a while
US,
since I've
even the
listened
US
to it,
album, it
Yeah.
sounds good. 65.
Beatles 65 and Beatles 6.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's the only US album that sounds really good. So
I dare you to
I
say.
played the Professor Stoned one, which has got the bonus tracks on it as well. It sounds really good anyway, but it's nice to have the bonus tracks on it as well.
I dare you to say that you don't sing along with Obladi Oblada. Ah! You do, don't you? Yes, you do.
I remember there used to be a TV show where that was their theme song.
That sounds familiar, but I don't remember what the show was.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound familiar.
Yeah, there was a boy like with Down syndrome in it and stuff. And
Well, that sounds familiar too.
Yeah.
That was Ringo.
Something about my life or something like that. That was a spin-off from a Sean Cassidy movie, I think. It was a Sean Cassidy made for TV movie, and then they
Oh yeah.
put it into a TV show where he played a Down syndrome.
That sounds familiar, but I can't say that I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I don't watch hardly anything anymore.
Well, see, we watched it because my brother-in-law, doesn't have Down syndrome, but he's well, don't say retarded either. He's you could say mentally
slow,
autistic, maybe.
It's not. He's not quite autistic either. See what it was? He had
Asperger's syndrome.
No, he had heart surgery when he was a baby, and didn't get enough oxygen. And
right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But he became an actor in spite of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, but you can be watching around any of these TV shows, and you can name every actor playing them in that show.
Well,
I don't know. These days, I think my favorite song on the White Album is "Martha, My Dear." Actually, I love that song.
I knew somebody would be googling this. Life goes on.
Life goes on. I knew life was in the title. I knew life was in the title.
Mm-hmm. And it goes on for a few years too. So
right? Life goes on. Blah, blah, blah.
That.
Wasn't it Hot Dog?
Hot Dog. Hot Dog, yeah.
Yes, that's the guy who played him right there. He is Hot Dog.
It's the son of Hot Dog.
There we go. See, easy peasy questions.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Clicking on another calamity. Just for that. Oh, the humanity. Why am I not reading about this in the newspaper? What's wrong with the news?
I just want someone to explain the human lemmings on top to me because I don't understand.
Human lemmings.
They're fine. They got to jump off too because
if they're going down, we got to go with them. Let's go. Let's go.
Where are you getting this stuff from, Doc?
Fortunately, there's somebody on one square away from me who's getting these constantly. Because I'm not getting them on my feeds.
I get them all. I get them daily. I don't know why. They just started showing up.
I don't get any of them.
I've never seen one except here, but no thanks anyway.
I didn't send it to you, but I found one of a cruise ship going over a waterfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's tons of cruise ships on rivers with waterfalls.
Yeah, exactly. It was on a very shallow river. It gets to the bottom of the waterfall and it levels out, and the water's so shallow, there's rocks peeking up above the water. But the cruise ship is okay.
Mm-hmm.
and you hear lots of people,
yeah.
Well, if the cruise ship is okay, that explains why we didn't hear about it.
I have dreams like that. It's scary stuff.
Going down with the ship.
I don't know, man. It's just the way it is.
the Desmond from Obladi was a reference to ska musician Desmond Decker. Oh, the Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click off. Thank you. And then click, click, click. It's the album of the week. It's Homicidal Jingles.
There you go.
Yes, in stereophonic. Yeah.
A blood-curdling scream.
Oh, yeah.
Screams and somebody hacking away with a hatchet.
Yeah. Oh, did you find that humorous, Mr. Dog?
Yeah. I mean, was that a TV show or
Ah.
do you have a track list for that album? Or?
This kind of reminds me. They did a Monty Python skit called "The Death of Mary Queen of Scots," and you have sounds of her being stabbed to death by, she's going ah. It's on one of their albums, and it's on one of the episodes too.
Oh wow!
Well, I just noticed now that I had by me that the other Tim mentioned Sean Cassidy a little bit ago.
Oh, looky here.
Scene.
That's the
Sean
best
Cassidy.
Smells like a girl.
Oh.
Nobody has an original copy of his Fly album. That's one of the hardest albums to get. And it came out on Record Store Day a couple of years ago. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, because I know Paul Seiko Platters had there's one Sean Cassidy's last album that he's been trying to find. That's supposed to be real good.
The Fly one is a missing Todd Rundgren album. Basically, Todd produced it. He sings on every track. He played most of the instruments. It's
Holy
like
cow! It's a heat wave.
And
I
have a test pressing. I don't have a regular issue, but I have a test. It's the first thing I ever bought on eBay is a test pressing of Sean Cassidy's Fly album.
Ooh. And do you still have it?
It's 61 degrees in Tuktoyaktuk.
Yeah, I still have
it.
So
Yeah.
It's white. It's just in a white sleeve. It comes with a little piece of paper describing what it is. And, it's a test press. So I don't have it covered.
What's a popular musician or band that you should like but don't? Well, I can speak for Tim. He wishes he could love Foreigner, but he doesn't.
No, I don't wish I could love Foreigner or Kansas or Journey. REO Speedwagon or
Van Halen.
I saw.
Oh man!
I saw Foreigner in concert with Jason Bonham playing drums.
Wow!
One of my favorite albums is the Speedwagons. You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish.
Yeah,
that's a great album.
Yeah. I like what was it? Their first or second album. Their first two albums are good.
Oh, they really rocked on the earlier stuff, man.
Yeah.
Powerhouse.
Not interested.
I don't go in for Oasis. Never have.
I should like.
I
should like Annette.
Yeah, I like Oasis. Oasis is fine.
Oasis. Oh.
I like Oasis. I'm sorry, Oasis is great. Oasis is if Phil Spector produced a garage band. That's Oasis. I like that.
Yeah, but all their stuff sounds the same.
I don't think it does.
Hello, Mr. Wyoming Dave. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How do you like the live shows? How do you like it? Yes. Yes. I have an original of Wasp.
Yeah, Wasp. I always call it Fly, and it's Wasp is the name of the album. I don't know why I call it Fly. It's Wasp. But I do have I have. There's 2 tracks on CD as far as I know. That's all that exists on CD, and I have a test pressing, and it came on a record store day, and wasn't able to get a copy, which I would have bought just to actually have a cover because I don't have a cover.
It's like that ZZ Top song, Velcro Wasp.
Yeah. Dave doesn't like Journey or REO Speedwagon either.
See, I don't like Speedwagon once they went all schmaltzy, but they were really good before that.
Yeah, they changed. You know, kind of like Twisted Sister, right?
Well, they went all schmaltzy. Kevin Cronin started doing ballads, and Gary Ridgway out of the band, and it was just it just went all schmaltzy.
I take
after Gary regret that I haven't cared for them. Well, Tickle or Paul and I went to a concert one time. It was Night Ranger, a Night Ranger concert. Well, anyway, Paul knew the stage manager for this festival, and he got us working backstage during it. And before it started, we were I was working at it there. One of the guys, he was original song guy for Gary Rickrath.
Oh.
Jurgen wants to know what's wrong with Oasis now, huh? Everything. They exist.
They were big when I was a kid, and I just
didn't like them. They don't deserve that.
I prefer the Spice Girls to Oasis.
I just thought
I like them.
They always had the same shtick. That's right, and I think part of it is
they were a unique sound.
Liam Gallagher is a bit of an idiot anyway, so it's part of it too.
No, thank you. No, thank you to Oasis. WASP either stands for "We are Satan's people" or "We are sexual perverts." So they say.
Who's they?
It's not we are family.
Yeah, who's they?
Who are they?
Yeah.
But and I think the first Beady Eye album, which is Liam after he left Oasis, is even maybe better than any of the Oasis albums. The second one isn't as great, but the first one is just a fantastic album.
So, Mr. Dog, what do you think about WASP?
I know nothing of WASP.
Oh.
I'm very junior. I wasn't alive when it was put out, probably.
Oh, wow.
They have a very stingy sound.
I just try to stay away from wasps because I don't want to be stung.
Exactly. And fight more than once, too.
This show is the Jog My Memory show. I mean, we bring up stuff that,
Yeah, I remember
my
that.
memory.
Because we're all old people.
Yeah, we're all.
Let's get this straight. Jogging memory is the only jogging we do.
Yes. Blur were better. Damon is more talented than both Gallaghers.
I never liked Blur. Blur was too. I don't know. They almost were a little bit techno-y in a way. I didn't like Blur or Blur. I liked Oasis. No.
Yeah. And besides, how far could you get by whacking watermelons every show?
Gallagher made a lot of money at it.
Well, for a while, but then.
Yeah.
I'd take Manic Street Preachers over Oasis, if you know that.
Isn't Gallagher dead now?
I think he did.
Yeah, no, he died. Gallagher was popular until he died, and then he wasn't. He stopped doing shows when he died, so he wasn't as popular anymore.
Yeah. Not to be confused with Rory Gallagher, who is also dead, but was a great guitar player.
Damon went into massive success.
Well,
Why is he talking like Jerry Lewis?
a wasp has stung his tongue.
Somebody else can read the comments. Blur is one of the few Britpop bands.
I never connected with Blur either. song number 2 is probably the only Blur song I know.
Yeah.
I never,
That's about it,
I
yeah.
never really connected.
Oh, did they do one called Boys and Girls?
I connect with Blur every morning.
Blur.
Every morning I get up before I put my glasses on. I'm blurry.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I believe that is true.
we were talking about Sean Cassidy. Well, how about his half brother?
Oh, look at this! Look at the
Yes.
cool stuff he's got. Wow!
His half brother was the other half.
Yeah.
Can't remember whether I think it was a different father between them, right?
Yes.
Yes. Different mother.
Different mom.
mother.
Yeah.
Different mother, not different father. Sean is not Shirley's kid. David is.
No, it's Sean is.
Sean
David's not.
David's not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. David's not, Sean is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Who will retire first, Paul or Ringo?
Well, whichever one dies first.
Yeah,
I'm afraid that's going to be it. Yeah.
Yeah, bounce around the stage and.
Or we don't want to wish for either. So.
Either it's that or whichever one loses their voice first.
Well, then that's
that's already happened. That's not going to stop anybody because that's already happened.
No.
Really.
The Boys and Girls is the only good Blur song.
I don't even know that.
I guess.
But you gotta understand, in America, Blur didn't catch on like Oasis did. Oasis caught on really big.
Oasis hardly caught on at all, did they?
No, not compared to the UK, but compared to Blur, they were huge. Compared to Blur, they were huge.
Paul is doing some Googling right now trying to find...
Evelyn Ward is David Cassidy's mom.
Evelyn Ward!
She died in 2012.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Not Evelyn Wood, who did the speed reading.
No.
Evelyn Ward, 89 years old when she died.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tim is a 90s.
Good looking woman, too. Boy, when you see a picture of her, you can really see David in her face as well. Yeah.
Yep. We think we know what happened to Jack Cassidy.
Yeah, he looks more like her than he does his dad.
That's true. I'm much more of a 90s guy than an 80s guy. That's definitely true. I don't like the 80s.
Yeah. This is kind of inevitable, isn't it?
With me, I like some 80s, but more 70s.
So here's my take on AI. If it's used as a tool, yes. If it's used to create something from scratch, no.
Mm-hmm.
If you used it, I mean, they've been using studio tricks for years to alter the voice, and the Beatles started that. Okay, so I don't have a problem with them doing that to enhance or strengthen or whatever. But if they just create Paul McCartney's voice using AI, I wouldn't approve of that at all.
I wouldn't want a whole album of it. Maybe like one track or something.
What whole album of him singing, doing auto-tune?
Well, I mean, it depends how it's used. Like I said, if it's Paul still singing and they're using it, like I don't want to hear him like he was in the 60s and 70s. I want to hear him as he is now, but maybe clean his voice up a little bit. Okay, but nobody has the voice they had 40 years ago, so I wouldn't want that.
I don't think his voice is that bad, to be honest.
Well, it sounds
like
okay on
he's
albums.
80-year-old. Yes.
But who knows what they're using on albums now to clean up his voice? Like, we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, AI, everybody's sort of anti-AI and anti-auto-tune and all this. I'm thinking those are just modern technologies that replace old technologies that they use to enhance voices. They've been doing it for decades. Okay?
Yeah.
Lennon went out of his way to find ways to alter his voice.
Oh, yeah. With reverb and
started singing through Leslie speakers and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
So to me, it's just another studio tool if it's used as that. But if it's used to create from scratch, no, I don't want to hear that.
Don't buy it, people. Go to your record store with signs like no AI, no AI.
Well, no, but used properly. If you use a tool properly, it's just a tool. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah, look what it did for Cher.
Honestly, I have a bigger problem with bands going out and lip syncing. That to me is a far bigger problem than stuff they do in the studios. So, like, you know, Eagles are doing it now, like Don Henley lip syncing. Seriously?
Yeah, but they're not just lip syncing, they're also cleaning up the body audio, or some artists are singing along with a backing track while their voice is being cleaned up. I just
like
don't
Milli Vanilli.
like it.
Well, you know, that was just out and out somebody else singing the music. That wasn't even technology.
At least it was real people and real musicians. There are tons of records that come out now every day that don't actually have a human musician on them. There's just a singer that's voicing AI, and the entire track is done on a computer. There's no musicians involved. There's no that's not music. That's
well, it's not art. Let's just say it's not art.
No, it's just commerce. But music is commerce now. That's all it is. It's just commerce.
Yeah. Who knows what Taylor Swift actually sounds like?
What was that, Doc?
Who knows what Taylor Swift actually sounds like?
Well, her voice is cleaned up. Well, everybody's voice is cleaned up. I guarantee Ringo's voice on the country album is cleaned up. I guarantee it. They all are now. You can't release an album on a major label without some sort of pitch correction. You can't. They won't do it.
Everybody sounds perfect.
That's just the way it is.
Oh, they've been doing it for decades. You know,
well, not pitch correction. They have been doing that since 2001. But
you listen to Strawberry Fields, the whole song is pitch corrected. The whole song.
Well, it's not pitch corrected. They changed they just slowed the tape down. That's manual. That's fine. That's fine.
It's just different technology, Tim. It's the same.
No, it's not, because pitch correction runs it through a software that takes all the soul and humanity out of your voice. That's what pitch correction does.
Oh, we're not going to agree on it, but it's just a tool. It's just a tool. I think people get so bent out of shape over this stuff.
Terrible.
They get so bent out of shape, but I agree. I don't think music should be exclusively AI, because it's still music, but it's not art. I mean, you know, music can be heard in anything, you know, but it's not art. You take the human element out of it, you take the art out of it, you know, and that's what I'm trying to say.
We doesn't like
going back to Let It Be Naked. You know, I always knew there was something wrong with that album. Now we know what it was. You know, and it just takes the soul and the life. It sucks the life out of music and just makes it this robotic sounding thing. And
it was overused, right? It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just a tool. It's how you use it. You know, if it's used sparingly, I got no problem with it.
But soul comes from people not hitting every note perfectly, but missing notes. That's where the humanity and the soul and music comes from. And when you put every note on the line, you're taking the soul out of music.
I know. You're talking to a musician. I know, but there's always things you can do without losing the soul of it.
But it's not running it through
I've done some long farts that be considered. Exactly. A fart can be music.
Yes.
To a fly.
and also an armpit.
Yeah.
Or a dog.
Yeah. Ever watch The Gong Show? Boop, 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 boop. Yes. What do you think, JP Morgan? I enjoyed that.
Well, it's like rap. Is that music?
No.
Well,
no. No.
I guess it is, but is it art?
I would say most of the backing tracks aren't, because they're just computer, simulated, whatever they are.
A lot of it is, yeah.
And then you just talk over it.
Yeah.
That's music? No. I wrote a song. What song? There's no song there.
Well, there's poetry. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. It is poetry.
And if they've run the voice through,
filters,
auto tune, then no, it's not music to me.
A lot of humbug. Don't buy records, people. We don't even listen to the radio anymore. I have no idea what the number one song in the nation is right now.
I listen to a station in Milwaukee that's called Fonz FM or Fonz AM, where it's all 60s and 70s. That's all they play.
They took every station that plays any real music off the air where I live, so I don't have anything.
It's all the problem with so-called classic rock is they're playing the same 500 songs over and over again.
Yeah.
But well, at least it's 500, and I know there's some that stations that went down to like 300 albums was all they had, and they play around the same songs over and over so much that.
Yeah, I hate repetition. Lost like honey.
I almost faint when I hear a Beatles song that isn't from the Blue album. It's like, holy cow, where'd that come from?
I see you there cheesing me with your chocolate yop.
Yeah. I mean, it's yop.
There's a
thumbnail right there.
The Billboard charts are still, yes, they are. But I still like music. Well, yeah, because if I go to the Billboard charts, it's like, who are these people? Never heard of these people. And they've got like 5 songs in the top 20 all at the same time. The whole album.
They're only there for like 2 weeks, and then they're gone forever. And that's
not maybe the most popular one, but like you look at like how many weeks on the chart, and they'll be on there for a little bit, but the Billboard charts are just like unreadable.
But how do they get there? Nobody's buying them. They don't sell. Charts used to be made by sales. Now it's just okay. I'm going to put this one here and this one here. They just pull it out.
Wait a minute! I'm being threatened here. I'm a hypocrite. How many times have you watched Lost in Space? Many. So what's that got to do with anything? It's not pitch corrected, I don't think.
And it's better than Survivor.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know, the similarities are pretty stark. Right.
Yeah, streams are sales these days, apparently. They take it as.
They're not.
It's how do you measure it, eh?
Well, if I make a record and I make 1 million of them and I stand on street corners and give them all away, does that count as sales? It's free.
No.
I mean, streaming's free too, so I don't.
Something that I've discovered with streaming, you know how on IMDb they'll tell you what streaming services that like these different shows and stuff are on, or movies. But and that they show, they don't show what's on YouTube. You can go onto YouTube, look under the movies, and do a search, and you can find so many movies under that.
See, they've changed how they measure this stuff, because it used to be they would measure popularity by sales, because that was the only gauge they had. Right? But now, well, that promoted sales, but it was based on sales, right? But now they changed it, because basically you can count the number of times someone has clicked on a song for streaming, and that's how they do it now. It's not based on sales anymore. It's based on the number of hits that a song gets.
Yeah,
I've always said that.
Not like what it used to be. at all.
No, and there's a major flaw in that too, because they don't count YouTube. And how many people listen to music on YouTube? I'd say a lot, maybe more than the streaming services.
Oh yeah, well I
and
do
they don't
for sure.
count YouTube. They don't count YouTube, so that's flawed too. So
yeah, yep.
Well, yeah, but they also go by downloads, do they not?
Well, downloads.
Or how many Spotify?
Yeah, paid downloads would definitely be
That's the same.
Pirated, no. They would know.
Yeah. And they still use AirPlay. They've always used AirPlay to a certain extent, and they still do. But AirPlay is just some guy sitting up high in a corporate chair deciding, okay, this is going to get played, and this is going to. So AirPlay shouldn't count, because for every major network, and there's only like 3 of them, it's some guy deciding what gets played. So AirPlay shouldn't count at all anymore.
Yes.
It's one person's opinion.
Yeah, and even back in the 60s and 70s, yeah, there'd be an album that would have 1 or 2 songs that were hits. But it seemed like a lot of the other songs were better than the hits.
Well, as I said, one thing that could be positively quantified without doubt is sales. You know, the record company sells so many records to the record stores. That's what counts as the sales. Okay, and the record store doesn't even necessarily have to sell the records, but if the record company sells them, that's where it comes from.
Sales came from the record company.
It's based on demand. So the more demand there is, the more records that the record company sells, and that determines who rises up the charts. But it's not that way anymore, because they don't sell records anymore. Like we used to.
At least singles anyway.
So it's all changed. It's not like it used to be. It's like apples and oranges. You can't really draw equivalencies to how it used to be, because it's a totally different system now.
Yeah. So how can Taylor Swift have 10 songs in top 10 of Billboard?
Well, that's the thing.
Every song's a single.
The Beatles, I guarantee, if the Beatles came out now, if they used the same system in 1964 onwards of calculating hits, the Beatles would have over 200 top 40 hits. Easily.
Probably, yeah.
But if the Beatles came out now, they wouldn't make a dent in anything.
That's hard to say.
Why?
Well, no, because music has changed so much. But back then, if they were using this system, practically every song on every album would have been a top 40 hit.
That's an interesting point, though. People are obviously still buying Beatle albums and Beatle records and stuff. Now, the question I have: are they doing it because of the music or because of the nostalgia? Like, what's driving it? That's what I'm always curious about.
It depends on the person. Older people, it's probably nostalgia. Younger people, it's the music. They want to hear the music.
Well, maybe the younger people are living vicariously through their parents' nostalgia, or grandparents. Maybe.
Well, yeah. Well, since nobody leaves home till they're in their 40s these days, you're going to be influenced by your parents.
I know what you're talking about there. My son's 36 and he's living with us, so him and his wife.
Yeah. That's just the world has changed.
Mm-hmm.
My mother likes
world. Can I change the topic slightly? Because I have a rant. I came in with a rant today.
Okay, rant time for him.
I won't mention the channel that the rant started from, but he's not alone. I'm tired.
Jorgen's point here is absolutely. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that the way they used to do it is not the way they do it now. So you made Yeah. And that's it. That's why I say it's apples and oranges. How we gauge popularity today is not the same way we did it 50 years ago.
That's why when that idiot said I'm more popular than the Beatles, I've had more hits than the Beatles. Well, it's apples and oranges.
Great.
Yeah. It's like saying silver foxes are better than worms.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's you can't compare. But, okay, I want to bring this up and see what anybody thinks. I watched the video today. I won't mention whose video it is, but
I won't
he
have seen it
did
anyway.
a video on a new CD player that sounds really good. It's interesting. It's just a transport, so you need a DAC. But he's like, it won't break. His big thing is a really good quality CD player that won't break the bank. It's within most people's budgets, blah blah blah. But you need a DAC too, and the DAC probably costs more than the CD player, and the CD player costs $500. Okay, so you're talking over $1,000 to play CDs. But that's not my problem. My problem is the company sent the guy this thing. Okay, and I don't have a problem with that. But how do you say it's affordable and it didn't break your bank because you didn't pay anything for it? And I keep seeing videos like this all the time. These people that get free stuff and then like, oh, this is great and it won't break the bank. No, it won't break your bank because it didn't cost you anything. That's what bothers me about it.
I tell you, these days a CD player for $500 is outrageously expensive.
Yeah. Well, it's just a transport. You still need a DAC. You still need a DAC. And
that's a little. If I were to buy a CD player today,
and that bothers me too. When you could go to a thrift store and buy a Blu-ray player for $15 that's going to sound better than a CD player will, and use that, and I don't. But it bothers me that this didn't break the bank. No, you got it for free. Of course it didn't break the bank.
That's unfair.
Sort of like the CD player I have now. I got at Salvation Army for $10. It's a Pioneer one where it takes 6-disc cartridges, and I had one of those before, and
so that's my CD player there. It's a Sony 5 play. I bought it in the 90s. And I paid over $400. I paid over $400 of it in the 90s, and I know I'm going to blow up here any second.
Yeah,
from 1978.
Wow.
Still works great.
Oh my God.
So I wouldn't give you $50 for it today.
Well, that's the thing. And the thing is, like, Blu-ray players have better DACs in them than CD players. So if you want to get your CD sounding a little better, you just use a Blu-ray player. Done. But anyway, all these people getting thousands of dollars worth of free audio equipment and then going, oh, it didn't break the bank. Well, no, it didn't. You got it for free.
That's a false accusation. Villy.
Yeah, he played the girl on the they played the girl on the tambourine.
My CD player.
They were twins.
Wait a minute. What's going on there, Mr. Dog? What are you doing there?
That's my CD player. That's a.
Oh, okay.
That's your CD player.
Yeah. A disc drive, my phone.
That's all you need. What the heck?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll probably get one day, but
you can't even get them in cars anymore. They don't come with them.
Recommended, I guess. CDs are on the comeback. Big popularity boost.
Yeah, well, it's because people like Ollie who keep buying them is going to drive the price up. You're increasing demand.
Prices are going up for a couple of years. That's where Ollie shops, apparently.
Yeah. They see Jeff Kendall coming up. Boost the price, boost the price.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, should we send firefighters over to Fitt's house? Well, yes, because it blows up regularly.
I'm used to it now. Don't worry about it. The damage is done.
Are we sure? Let's check that out.
From 1978.
Wow.
Still works great.
Oh my God.
Twice in 5 minutes. Jeez.
Yeah. Ooh, that's expensive.
Every 5 minutes. This is.
Yeah.
You really should have a sprinkler system put in that room.
Yeah. Buy them stereos by the case, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't pour water on electronics. It'll ruin it.
Well, Mr. Sting, if you're paying $1 for the same album, I want to know where you shop.
Mhm.
Jeez.
He's talking about CDs, but where I am, CDs have gone up.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Yeah, but in my record store, CDs are not $1.
No,
Regular price.
they've gone.
Not in the record shop, at the thrift store, yeah.
But they are
Not at my thrift store.
cheaper.
All right.
Not anymore.
CDs are even cheaper than used records.
Yeah, at the thrift stores I go to, the records are like $1 and the CDs are like $1.50, $2. So.
I steal Ric Flair's album, so I pay nothing? Ric Flair has albums?
Apparently.
Woo, I guess.
Yeah, woo album, yeah.
Well,
yeah. Well, yeah.
I guess he's not checking the stock. Like, why is my stock going down and I'm not making any money?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair's making albums for nothing. They're stolen. Geez, well, that's pretty sad.
This is true.
Yeah. Okay. Mick said, it's only rock and roll, but I like it.
Oh, yes.
Everybody else says it's only rap, but they buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they stream it. I don't know whether they... I still maintain that when I go in a record store, there aren't any kids. I don't see kids in record stores.
Or I seen kids in like thrift stores, and they go over to the records. They buy them more for the record cover than the record.
I see a lot of families, like mom and dad with kids, that kind of stuff. But there's also a lot of older people too.
Yeah, I know, Grant. It's still going
yes,
on.
Yes, it is.
I know. It's so some people are just like, they're so hot watching this. It's still going on.
It is warm. It's going to be.
I'm burning up where I am
tonight.
too right now. It's getting hotter and hotter today.
Oh, I don't think Grant saw this, didn't I?
Okay.
If Grant is still out there, I was influenced by Grant to buy these.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Grant. See what you done? All your fault. All your fault.
Who?
I bought some FM because of Grant. I bought FM.
Is that the movie soundtrack?
No.
From the 70s?
It's actually a band from Hot Dogs country there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. See? It's actually a twofer. It's a twofer. Oh, Hot Dog's going to look it up in his book. Yeah. So I watched Grant's Rock Warehouse, and he told me to buy this thing. So, see? Aha!
Because if I have the soundtrack from the movie FM. It's a TLP set from the 70s. And
not the same. Not the same.
Yeah, that's a great album without everybody they had on there.
Oh,
I'm drinking not yop.
Okay.
What? Yeah. It's still an influence.
Yeah.
Still an influence. I liked what I heard, and I said, yes, I think I'd like that. And they had a two-first, like two albums on one thing. So, see, there I am. There. So Grant's fault. I would have never bought this if it weren't for Grant. So,
well, Grant, play some Dylan. Maybe he'll buy some Dylan.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, a couple of Bob Dylan CDs, yeah.
I bought some Dylan at a garage sale. I'm going to send them all to Doc.
I found Dylan in the garbage and I put them back in. Back you go.
Oh my goodness.
It's a good thing you're in Canada because you'd be flogged and hung if you were American, Doc.
There's a good chance it'll happen to him here too. Trust me.
Yeah, I did it under cover of darkness. No one will ever know.
He probably doesn't like Neil Young either.
I am afraid to show my face. Oh, well, I like Cinnamon Girl.
Oh, come on.
Not a big fan of Neil Young, I'm sorry. I love Hot Dog's chair. It looks like it belongs in Blanche's bedroom. Whoa. Let's have a look. Ooh, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of looks like lawn furniture.
What you never spotted in the forest, I guess.
Patio furniture, yeah. So.
Whatever. Where's
He's
Steve?
working.
Probably.
Yes, working.
He's working. That's all he does. Although he did go outside. He did go outside.
Yeah, he went outside, took a
Watching
couple
his
of pictures,
Christmas house.
came
Yeah,
back
it could
in.
be outside. Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Do I like Tom Petty? In small doses.
Yeah.
Like half a
Small
song.
doses. Yeah.
I like his have his hits comp, and that's enough for me. So.
Exactly. I got a best.
Doc doesn't like anything but greatest hits comps. We've been through this before. Doc only if it didn't make the top 10, Doc doesn't like it. It's a failure. It's all music is a failure that doesn't make the top 10. It's like it's ridiculous.
It's like 99.999.
Yeah, 99.999% of every song ever written is bad.
This is true. He does look like Brian Wilson, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, great.
Except Brian Wilson never froze before, but yeah.
Yeah.
How about that?
Doc's favorite Alice Cooper album.
Is that one? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Favorite Alice Cooper album is School Is Out.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's a very good one. That is my
Take
favorite.
that to school and play it the last day of school.
Yeah.
Doc's favorite Guess Who album.
It's
Oh,
the best
stop.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep. You're getting them. 100%.
So, Doc, do you like Bachman Turner Overdrive?
In small doses. I don't think
Again,
so.
show Doc's favorite Bachman Turner Overdrive album.
Yeah, great hits, yeah.
Do I need to take down my whole thing here? Yes, greatest hits. Yes, greatest hits. Yes, greatest hits.
Yes.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need anything more. Yeah. Hot
You and
dog
Joe
throat.
Mayo should share it.
Doc's favorite April Wine album.
Oh, the greatest hits. Yes.
I got two of them.
Oh, we have two greatest hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
What, two of the same album or two different ones?
Yeah. He likes this one too.
No. Okay.
Where's April Wine?
Oh, where is it?
We should all
Where's
leave
April
so
Wine?
Doc can
Yeah.
Yes. Is this what
Oh,
you're
that's
looking for? Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, we got that one. Yes, we got this one. The best of April Wine.
Doc's favorite Eagles album.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't have either of them.
Oh.
Are
you not an Eagles fan?
Really, really, really small doses.
Okay.
Except for the latter Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, like the long run. And
Favorite greatest hits album of all time.
What?
That's the
Ah!
That's a
Put it
really
away!
good album.
Put it away!
When that came out, that sold bukus of albums.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
There, I redeemed myself, okay?
Oh, you have one. Well, looky there. Yeah, volume 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but that one and the third one, I threw it back in the dumpster.
Doc, where was this photo taken?
Where was it taken? From
Oh,
behind.
I know where it was taken.
Yeah, I think I do too.
It was taken from behind.
Oh, they had a famous concert, I think.
It was a famous concert.
It was taken. Oh, I was gonna give initials.
Well, it's probably something like Stockwood or something.
Stockwood.
No.
That's right. The famous 1969 Stockwood concert.
Stockwood concert.
Everybody went to it, but they don't remember.
Yeah. Stockwood
wait,
North
wait.
and Stockwood South. Hey, Beatle bread.
The concert for
Hang on, let me get to join us.
the concert the concert for
I presume so.
I think so. Yeah.
MSG. Does that ring a bell, Doc?
Yeah.
MSG.
Oh yeah, I've seen them in concert over
Yeah.
in Germany.
1971.
Some guy named GH.
Badfinger performed at the same
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. And
So
two
did
of
some
four
guy called
famous
Ringo.
guys. Yeah, some guy
Some
named
guy
Ringo, some
called
guy
Billy
named Eric.
Preston, and some guy called Eric Clapton, and
Yeah.
Leon
And,
Russell.
Leon
Guy
Russell.
called Leon
Russell
Russell.
played at the same concert.
And Ravi Shankar, I believe, too.
Yeah, Ravi Shankar was
He's
there
a big,
as well.
big buddy of the guy.
That was Stockwood, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Doc
the
is
Stockwood
turning into a
concert.
major disappointment.
Here is your final hint.
Stockwood North and Stockwood South. There you go.
Oh, wow. The concert for Bangle Dangle.
Yeah, the Bengals were there too.
Or whatever. By the way, bang.
Bang.
Okay.
Oh boy!
Oh, we're confusing people. That we're way behind. It must be time for a commercial. So
We haven't done the death yet, have we?
no, we haven't done that even. So
Oh, yeah.
I got my
no,
finger on the commercial, so I'll
Okay,
do that
commercial
first.
first.
We'll be right back.
Where the deer and the antelope play. Where seldom
Joey's gonna drive Fury plumb loco with that singing, Jim. How are we gonna stop it?
I've got an idea.
That'll give him something to sing about.
Hey, Joey, you better come quick. Pete's eating all the Borden's ice cream.
Hey, Pete, don't forget me.
Now, I wouldn't do that, Joey. Besides, you know we get the big half-gallon package, so there's always plenty to go around. Yes, sirree, no matter what flavor, there's nothing so lip-smacking good as delicious Borden's ice cream.
I sure hope you have some more, Pete.
Sure have, Joey.
Kids, you can have seconds, too. Be sure to ask your mom to get the big half-gallon package with Elsie's picture on it. That's good Borden's ice cream.
Hey, Mom, be sure to buy Borden. Buy Borden.
Well, that was
This
Peter Gray.
Ice cream will self-destruct in
Gotta
five.
eat it quick because that
Yes,
ice cream
young
will
to
self-destruct in
The
6
big half-gallon package
Yeah.
in my house, that will be gone in no time.
That
Yeah.
was Peter Graves
Yeah.
in there. That
Peter
guy
Arness.
holy
This is
cow.
real name.
I'm going to sign off now. I have to go to bed. I'm going to do
Okay.
a yoga.
Okay,
Oh,
Have a good night.
well, good night.
Thank you,
Have
Mr.
Take care,
Goodwin.
guys.
Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Stay cool.
Okay.
Happy sunburn.
Oh, God.
An open spot.
There, and I think Beatle Brad's here.
Beatle Brad's not here.
Yeah.
Beatle Brad's not here.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for that, okay, we'll look and see who died this week. Okay.
Beatle Brad's not here.
He will be. Here comes some deaths of the week.
Is it come? Is it go? All right.
I love the choice of song.
I have albums with by each of them, and I have several back company, and then I have like a couple Bobby Sherman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Doc has some greatest hits.
I have that's one of the big things I have for Bobby Sherman, and then I have a Christmas one by him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the only Bad Company Doc has album he has is 10 from 6.
And I have a free album as well.
Watch. I bet he's got it.
And and Mott the Hoople album too. And it's called Greatest Hits. Yeah. Oh, that's the original album. So that's a good one. Yeah. First 5 albums.
First 5.
5 albums in one.
Is Desolation Angels the 5th album?
6th.
Well,
5th. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Rough
good.
Six.
So Rough Diamond's in there. I might invest in that sometime.
There, that one.
I would say Rough Diamonds is probably the weakest of them, but I still like the album. It's a pretty good album. It's just it was the forced album. They had to get back together to honor their contract, but it wasn't a happy album.
Right.
I remember they had a hit with the song that you don't hear much or see it down like 10 from 6. It was a hit for them, but it was, I'm trying to remember the song now. It was pretty much they did a cover of a older song.
Look, there, Brad's here.
It's Brad Company.
Brad made it.
And he's on the rebound.
Yes.
You're not supposed to tell.
Yeah.
Beatle Brad
right.
here. Oh my God, I'm gonna meet Beatle Brad. I got.
Yay!
Beatle Brad's here.
Beatle Brad's here.
Yes.
It's Brad Company.
Glad to hear Mick Ralph's died.
How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
He's telling again.
Kind of hot.
Kind of hot. Mick Ralph's or Bobby Sherman.
Yes.
Jeff, what's your temperature?
96.
Lightweight.
Why? What's your temperature?
Mine's 98.6.
Yeah.
103.
Here, let me check. Yep, 98.6.
Yeah, here in Rockford, Illinois, it's 90 degrees.
I could.
That's 90 degrees. That's sweater weather.
Yeah.
Only once.
Yeah, good to see everybody. I heard you talking about Brad Company. So
yeah.
Brad Company's here.
Yep.
Brad Company, yes.
Hello. So I guess Mick had a stroke in 2016 and he never really recovered from it. And I knew he had a stroke. I remember he stopped touring, of course. Yeah. Paul Rogers went out. Well, you know who's playing with him? He was kind of there before he had the stroke, but Howard Leese.
Oh, okay, from Heart. Yeah,
from Heart. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So he was part of Bad Company when they were
now,
touring.
Simon Kirk is still there, isn't he?
Simon Kirk has always been there, yeah. Him and Paul Rogers. And
of
course, Boz Burrell died many years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
But, yeah.
What a shame. He was in Mott the Hoople as well.
Minnie Pearl.
Well, Boz was from King Crimson.
Yeah, Boz was King Crimson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have an album by the group The Magic Mixture, which was a British psych band back. Well, anyway, I sent that album because back in like 2012 or 2013, they our community there on Facebook. They were having like a secret Santa contest in it, and one of the he sent me was, this is a magic mixture, and this is
yeah.
What?
But this is a magic mixture. They had the extra stuff they had. They had one side that was 2 tracks on it that where Simon Kirk was playing with them on it, playing the drums.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Look on Tim's face. That's just the way he looks. Don't make fun of him.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I can't help it.
My grandmother used to say, if I had 2 faces, if you can't call me two-faced, because if I was, I'd wear the other one.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how you got ahead in life.
I always said if I could grow a beard, I would, because who would want to hide this face?
I'd be happy just to have hair.
Mine has trying to do like yours. It keeps my hairline keeps moving further and further back.
Yeah. That's why I wear hats.
I usually wear a hat, but I had put on my headphones. So
yeah.
When I was born, I was born because when I was in my mom's tummy, I heard somebody say it's time to head out.
Yeah.
Short notice, folks. Give me some credit.
Yeah, really. Didn't get the memo.
Have enough time. What? Too many birthdays. What does that mean?
There's always time for this.
Oh,
of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna match Brad this time. The whole bottom row match.
Have a match.
Oh wow.
His
Whole
Thrifty
bottom row.
going off again with his 2 albums.
I have more than these. I have Notebook. I have their greatest hits from home, and
You know, my record store had them all in the dollar bins upstairs, and I went up one day and they're all gone. Who's going to buy them? Like, they're $1 a piece.
Whoever bought those, you're welcome. There.
You spent too much.
No, they didn't.
Yeah. Well, the top half didn't match, so they're going to have to go, and then we'll have other people waiting in the green room to come in next. So.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, too many birthdays, or you're getting old. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Same thing.
Doc's going to be my guest at the house in a couple of months.
Yes. Yes.
He's coming
I'm
to
going to
visit.
be in North Carolina. Yes.
Yeah.
For the Beatle Fun Fest, or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Hey, Doc, don't forget that list I sent you, things I want you to grab, okay?
Yeah. Now, is Mickey Dolenz coming again?
No, I don't know. I haven't heard
Okay.
any names. The only one I've heard is,
Bruce Spicer.
well,
I
yeah,
want to
Bruce
give an autograph.
He's going to autograph for an hour.
and oh gosh, I'm
So,
drawing.
where's this show now that you're going? Which?
It's kind of like the southern version of Beatle Fest, and it's called
Yeah.
Fab Fest.
Yeah, where is it though?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, it's just not far from
Come
here.
on down.
It'll be a
You got
really
4
big
months to get tickets. And it's free even.
show. Yeah.
Do you actually know anybody named Carolina?
Yeah, actually, I've got some friends. His and Jim in Carolina.
Oh, there you go.
I've heard
Well,
Carolina on my mind, but
yeah.
I've heard Carolyn, but
yeah.
Yeah. Greg Bessina is the other big star that's going to be there too.
No.
Well,
Okay.
I looked at the website and it had no information at all.
Yeah, they haven't released anything yet. I mean, they asked me to set up, but I told them I've got guests coming from out of town, so I'm not going to set up. But
This is all a scam.
We've ruined everything, haven't we?
I know. No, what they do is one of the guys that I know, he brings his Beatles stuff and he sets up in like 3 rooms of showing like displayed Beatles memorabilia and all that kind of stuff. And they asked me to set up, but I told them I wasn't going to do it since I got one of these guys. These guys coming. Yeah,
well, he could help.
I did them for everything.
Yeah, but I don't know. I thought about Sting because they wanted me to set up a Beatles memorabilia, and I told them
just because you look guilty, that's all.
That is probably do it next year, I guess.
Tim Allen knows more than most of the celebrity guests anyway.
He does.
Probably, yes. You can get your own
considered
Tim
the
Allen.
Beatles. I find hilarious because I obviously am, but nobody because I have other interests and I just don't do the Beatles exclusively. I'm not a Beatles person. I find that funny.
Yep. Yeah, see, with me, the Beatles aren't my favorite band. My favorite band's the Moody Blues.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
they're real good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw them live about 80.
Yeah, Doc has their greatest hits.
Yeah.
I've saw them on their I saw them on their tour after the concert at Red Rocks, and so I was in.
But that was good.
Yeah, I was in Dayton, Ohio, because I was working for NCR. I had that down my head.
That's my favorite Moody Blues album.
Yeah, I have around all their or all their regular albums.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I got the ticket the night before the concert because I had just gotten out there and I heard on the radio that they were going to be out there and there were still tickets. I went and got a ticket. Got a ticket for the night before the concert. I was like,
Ignore those other guys talking in the background. They're not important.
I was like 10 or 20 rows from the stage there.
Wow. Well, I got a few Moody Blues things that are kind of cool. Ah!
Yeah. Yep.
Ah, see, there you go.
That was still mine, I guess.
Doc, you're something. I'll be right back.
Oh, wait. Beetle Brad's gone.
Yeah, I'll be right back. What were you going to say?
I said there's
a whiteout.
Is
it snowing?
Wait. Jeff Kendall's gone too.
Everybody's left.
He's got a dead cat. That cat looks like it was run over.
Even the audience is gone.
It's a dead cat.
No, can't blame them.
Yeah, I have that set. I got that when it first came out.
Long box.
Yeah.
Do you have does yours have the 5th CD?
Yeah,
also?
yeah. But why does it start in 1967? There's nothing from the first album.
Yeah, well, that's because that had John Lodge and they start a lot of the stuff they started with that after Denny Lane left.
Yeah, after Denny left.
Yeah, the Moody Blues broke up famously, and then they got back together without Denny Lane.
That's a good album.
So
this is the first Moody Blues album I bought in '78, and you can see it's on blue vinyl.
Okay.
So it's also one of the first, I think the first colored vinyl album I bought.
Colored vinyl, I heard.
Blue.
I heard colored vinyl.
London Records.
It's a very pretty color of blue.
I'm hoping that it's in the shelf down by me. It's one that
Paul, are you feeling blue?
That Calvin Boas sent me.
I have to go peeking. Thank you.
Oh. Adjust this camera here.
Okay.
Got knocked around.
Quit knocking yourself out.
Yeah.
No, I'm not seeing it right now. Like I said, I have records all over in this room, so.
Moody Blues.
Yeah, but John Lodge has been touring on his own doing Moody Blues song. Justin Hayward, but I saw Justin Hayward was talked about maybe possibility of them getting back together.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that'd be good.
Just hope they find Denny Lang.
That'd be kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Have you got that Blue Jays album that they did?
Yeah, I have that. I have a solo. I even have a Mike Pinder album that he did.
The Blue Jays, they did that, what, in 72, 73, something like that? It was a long time ago now.
I think it was like 74 or 75.
I saw him in concert, I don't know, several years ago with my brother, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
So we, this isn't the picture that I've got, but you can't see it real well, but there's my backstage pass because I went with my brother to go meet all of them, and then we had him sign 2 albums.
Okay.
Yeah, but my brother and I, there's my, like I said, there's my pass and stuff.
Moody the past, darkly.
But yeah, we had him sign a bunch of stuff. Yeah, come on, focus. But anyway.
Focus. What's your focus?
I've got their album, MoFi and stuff like that too. Yeah, it's big.
Huh.
It's got big eyes. I'm big-headed.
We know.
I know.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a new video coming from Mr. Boothroyd, but I don't see it arriving yet.
Maybe it's on the way.
This one's been a long time in the making.
It takes a long time to get here.
Going to the sensors right now.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, he's sending. He'll be out here shortly.
Yes. Ooh, somebody's went to the Kings.
Oh, it's a ticket.
Yeah, okay.
Kingswood Theatre, that's an Ontario place in Toronto.
Ah.
That's when I saw the Bloody Moose.
Did they play Stockwood?
It's when they were touring this album, The Present. That's the album.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have that album up. I have that album on both CD and vinyl.
Yeah. That's
neat, Paul.
That's the outards. The outards and the innards.
Ooh.
Yeah, I even have a live news. I even have an album that they recorded at King Albert Hall. It's Live Plus 5 is the name of the album.
Oh, neat.
It's a 2 LP, but
I might have that on CD. That sounds familiar.
That was recorded at Royal Albert Hall, but they didn't release it till like in this around the time that they were doing the solo stuff.
This is the last vinyl I bought.
I have that on CD.
This is 86.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but that album, Justin Hayward said that they did not want that to be released, but they were out of contract at the time. So
Mike Pinder had left by this time. They got Patrick Moraz on.
Yep. I have had some. Yes, I have Patrick Moraz played on. I even have a couple of Patrick Moraz's solo albums.
Yeah.
That's fun, Paul.
I know.
Thanks for sharing with us all.
Now, I was going to show one album that, since I was looking through stuff that I really like that I know people have said they have trouble finding.
Brad and I are sort of like the before and after.
This is Ambrosia's second album.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Where it has Somewhere I've Never Traveled. It's more prog than their later stuff.
Yeah.
That's nice. Ambrosia.
We all believe in spaceships, Kimba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, ELO. That's a good answer. That's what I mean. Moody Blues just started copying ELO as far as album covers went, in my opinion, after a while. Okay, well, we can do that too. Even McCartney did it on Back to the Egg. There was a big spaceship going on in the late 70s.
Back to the Egg is definitely an underrated album, I think.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure
think so.
is.
Well, yeah, it's my favorite McCartney album. So, yeah.
Well, I was just saying the other day, I never warmed to that album. It's just
Really? That's a pretty good album. Right?
Doesn't do it for me, folks. Sorry.
Yeah, the McCartney albums I have, the one that I like the least is Press to Play.
Yeah, I hate that album.
Tell us how you feel, Paul.
A couple of years ago, I thought I'd give it another chance, and I couldn't. I stopped after side one.
I got it for like $1, and now I know why.
Yeah, well, you paid too much if you paid $1.
Oh gosh.
It might have been 50 cents. I can't remember. Where
Honestly,
I got
it was that album. I decided I wasn't going to buy any more Paul McCartney albums, and I stopped until New came out. I didn't buy any more.
You missed
I was on a
so much.
boycott.
Yeah.
McCartney boycott. Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible.
New's a good album, though.
Oh, I love New. It's my favorite album by him. I just love how it's modern yet it's not, and it's just a good collection of music.
New and improved.
Well, I do like Flowers in the Dirt.
Yeah.
That's a great album.
Yeah. Well, the A side should have been called Flowers in the Dirt. The side 2 should have been called Flowers in the Dirge, because it just gets so.
Hello, Robert P.
Robert P.
Hi, Robert.
Ooh. Penny Lane's estate
Is that true? That's interesting if it's true, because I really like London
Well,
Town.
I said that. It's not gonna. I said that. Anytime somebody dies, it's going to be a year before something comes out, unless it's already in the works, because you've got all of this crap to go through. And people say, what was that live album that came out last year? I can't even think of the name of it. One Hand Clapping. That was already in the works before Denny died. That's why that still came out, because that was contracts were signed, blah, 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 blah. So that was already a done deal.
I like the blah, blah,
I
blah.
always say that. And that's been the problem with Back to the Egg all along, is so many people in Rockestra aren't alive anymore. It's way easier to put stuff out when people are still alive than dealing with their estates. It's way easier.
Oh, yeah.
Get a ride here.
Robert.
And Tim and Jeff and Tim and, well, I'm here too.
And the whole EEO gang.
And Tim.
And if this works, we have a world premiere of a song.
Oh, okay.
Peter Boothroyd has gifted us with another song.
Oh.
Okay.
So everybody get ready and listen to this.
Nothing blows up, does it?
How many times can Doc Dawkins watch before his eyes start to blink? Yes, and how many deals can he find in a bin before he says that's a bargain drink? Yes, and how many yops must a true man gulp down before he forgets how to think? The answer, my friend, is chilling in the fridge. The answer is chilling in the fridge.
Oh,
so
I guess it.
What is it that is
There
it
we
some of
go.
that
Thank you,
is it, is it some of the that chocolate nap that's chilling in the fridge?
Yeah, yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
So another one?
So if your record comes out, do we get to get autographs of it? Copies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Sounds a lot like Dylan.
Nice.
So is that Peter singing or is that AI?
Well, I think that's AI.
Probably AI. Yeah.
Do I still hate Bob Dylan? Yes.
Aww.
Yes. Yop for flop.
Yop.
Yeah. Unless it's chocolate yop.
I saw Bob Dylan in concert and I couldn't understand the words. The only thing I could understand was "Thank you very much," and now for my next song. Only part I got.
Yeah. Bon dimanche.
Well,
Coffee caramel milkshake.
With me, I didn't start really liking Dylan much until the last few years, where I finally sat down and listened to more of this stuff. Then,
Ironically, my Dylan albums are all UK except for one with the one that you guys showed up, the one with the original with the big poster in it.
Well, one album that I got at Salvation Army for $1. I was surprised I found it for $1 there. It was the Basement Tapes.
Oh wow!
So with the band,
I know Paul and Tim have got a lot of Dylan.
I don't have basement tapes. I have crawl space tapes.
I don't have everything, but I've got a decent amount of Dylan.
I have a few of his 60s albums on CD.
Yep, there's the poster.
Yeah.
Oh, what's now?
So if I send Doc one of these, I wonder if he'll get it framed.
I'm going to say no.
Well, I can sign it too.
I figured you better get it sealed up in something first so he could tear it apart.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you feel the love?
Oh, wow.
That's good. Actually, the album that poster comes in is actually a pretty good album.
Yeah. Something's wrong with his head, man.
Yeah, I've got that with the poster. We could do that as a match.
Mine's on the floor somewhere. Oh,
remember, all the viewers down below, send all of your CDs and DVDs and vinyl albums of Bob Dylan to Doc Dacus.
Doc, did you tell them about your hardware update you got going on there now? See, you've forgotten already.
I think so.
Remember, you went to visit Robert P.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking to
You're Doc.
Yeah.
Sure, you're Doc.
Yeah. The other Doc. He gets confused with the other Doc that we know.
Oh, man.
Put it this way. Come on. I no longer have a wire running across my room.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to Robert P.
Yay.
Yay.
Well, I have a hot wire going across mine because I wasn't being able to do live streams because my Wi-Fi would keep dropping out on me.
Wait. Look. It's Robert P.'s birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Robert P.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Robert.
Happy birthday.
Here you go.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Robert.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow,
Okay.
Robert P. Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, one day ahead. Thank you.
Robert's Robert's birthday is tomorrow, and I go in for an operation tomorrow. So we got everything going on.
Oh wow! What a special
I had
day.
mine
Good luck
last
with
week.
that, Brad.
So.
And
Thanks.
speaking of that, how are you doing, Paul? We haven't asked you.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm still a little sore around where the incisions were, but other than that, I think pretty much back to normal. Yeah.
You still have your doctor's note saying you can't lift trash out of the trash can to take it out?
Well, I can't. Honestly, I'm not supposed to lift anything more than 10 pounds for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
5 weeks now. I've been a week, so 5
I didn't
weeks.
have my wife's cooking then.
Well, in August,
Don't send me any Christmas cake.
In August, I'll be seeing a doctor talking about possible surgery. So.
Oh wow!
I can't play any of my Zeppelin box sets because they're too heavy.
Sean Ono's music is lazy AI generated junk.
There you go.
I thought Sean was AI generated. Oh no, that's Yoko. Sorry.
But Yoko was even that.
You know, that dog's one of my dogs keeps jumping up, and it's like, oh, you could jump it on my belly. That's where my incisions are.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah, that would hurt.
But you know, I don't know if I told you guys, but they don't do stitches anymore. You know, I'm actually taped up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do like
I had to go
tape
to
or
Home Depot
staples.
before and pick up some duct tape. I said, any bandages? No, just pick up some duct tape.
Wow.
Just
But
imagine
no,
how that
seriously,
feel when it was pulled off, though.
They don't put sutures in. Like it's actual tape that's supposed to fall off after a week. And he says,
Oh, they fall off.
Yeah, if it doesn't fall off, he said, just take it off. Well, how am I supposed to take it off? Like,
Take it and yank. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yanking off and opening up the incision again.
Yeah.
So here, just put your finger here and stop it leaking. But anyway, yeah. So, but no, they
stopping the hole in the dike.
I actually have 3 little holes.
Exactly.
I actually have 3 little holes in me, and they all have this tape over them. So I guess tomorrow I can take them off, but I think I might wait a couple.
I hope you don't drink water with those holes there, though.
Well, it's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon, Elmer Fudd with water leaking out of them.
Yeah.
Well, what I hated is I have ended up having to go to the ER a couple of weeks ago because I blacked out for like 5 minutes.
Oh wow!
Well, I wasn't at home at the time, and but during the time I was standing because it was hot and humid outside, and I was standing by a building because we were waiting for going into a food pantry, and all of a sudden I blacked out. I was leaning against the building, and the next thing I knew, I was sitting in a chair, and there were a bunch of women around me looking at me.
Wow.
And I heard the siren for the ambulance coming in, but they did all the stuff for like an EKG on me in the ambulance. Okay, they get me to the ER. They put their own stuff on there, and then after I was released, I had to take them all off. So double the amount.
We don't take them off for you. You got to do all that yourself.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And like the doctor even said that, but for some of them, he said best to take them off in the shower.
Yeah, I had little patches on me that I had to take off myself when I got home. They didn't take them off. It's like, geez, you put that thing on there. At least you can do is take it off, you know. Anyway.
Breaking news. Dave Parker of the Pittsburgh Pirates died.
No.
Don't know who that is. I don't follow it.
He's a baseball player.
Oh, it's a black cat. We got another death.
Yeah. I'll have to start over.
I didn't know they had any oceans in
Uh,
Pittsburgh.
yes. And why? Because it's shorter. Less torture on the ears. Yes. There you go. Yeah.
Didn't Peter, Paul, and Mary do that too? Did they record Blowing in
I
the
think
Wind?
Ian
and Sylvia.
that was
Sylvia,
Ian and
his
Sylvia.
girlfriend. What's her name? She did
Even
it
Sylvia
too.
Tyson did
Yeah,
it.
Okay, yeah.
Neil
a
Young
lot of
covered it as
people,
well.
a lot of people covered it, but Peter, Paul, and Mary did was a big hit for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Neil Young covered it as well.
Oh,
Really?
I probably didn't hear it.
Much later in
Young.
his career, but he did cover it on an album. Yeah.
I didn't know Neil Young did it.
Neil Young does everything.
How about that?
Yeah, pretty sure it was on the album he did with Nicolette Larson.
It was on the Basement tapes.
No, the Crawl Space tape.
Yeah, it's oh, we've lost Paul. He's wheeling away in his wheelchair.
Yeah, I'm wheeling over here.
Okay.
He's meals on wheels.
Aha!
Ba-dum-bum.
You can't find it.
Boom.
Now for a quiet
Oh,
moment.
Robert P's leaving us his aunt and uncles in from California. Ooh,
Oh,
wow,
okay.
Happy
Enjoy your
birthday,
dinner.
Robert.
Have a good night. Mhm.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Have a good night.
Robert
Yes.
P.
Enjoy
He
your
did,
time with your company.
he did four. He did 4 strong wins on this album.
Wow.
Wow.
Even Sylvia did that.
Motorcycle Mama.
Yeah, Motorcycle Mama.
You know,
That's a good
he
sing-along.
wrote that as our cover.
Motorcycle Mama, that's a good sing-along.
This is the one where he, I think he introduced Nicolette Larson.
Ooh.
He was singing with him at this point. Then she got her own career, and then she died.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think she had like ovarian cancer or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did 4 strong ones. Now it might be on one of his archive albums. I can't remember which, but yeah.
Does anyone like Saved by Dylan? Don't look at me. I had nothing to do with it. What? Oh, no.
Blowing in the wind.
No. Well,
I'll be a
Didn't
little
Chad
cynical.
Jeremy do that?
I never understood a Jew doing Christian music, but
I think Chad and Jeremy did it too.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you. I'll bet you Mr. Girl likes Saved by Dylan.
Didn't Chad and Jeremy do Blowing in the Wind as well?
Yeah, he did it on a live album with Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
everybody did it. I get Joan Baez did it. Everybody did.
Yeah, Neil did it on a live album.
Especially in the 70s, that was a big protest song, pretty much.
I guarantee early in her
in the
career,
60s,
Joni Mitchell was doing it live. I don't know if she ever recorded it, but I guarantee she was doing it live.
Yeah,
everybody's doing it.
I like the version by Patti Page.
Oh, Patty.
Brad,
I know that, Surfer, but still, I just think it's very odd. I think it's
What were we saying, Doc?
Brad, are you on Rebound? I think you talked
No,
about
actually, this is a Rebound shirt. But my wife used to teach at a school called Rebound.
Oh.
So she was a teacher there. So that's what the shirt is.
Interesting name for a school.
Yeah.
Well, it was a all in purposes. It was almost like a prison school because the kids, after they went to jail, they had to go to school. So it was her school that they went to. So she was in a school where they patted them down and, they made them change into uniforms. And if they didn't want to do the schoolwork, they made them move sand piles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, Jack Wild was the Artful Dodger before.
That's about like being in the military.
Yeah, lots of ways it was like military, but
I was in the Air Force for 10 years, so.
Oh wow!
What did you do? What was your your duty?
I was a computer maintenance technician.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
So
this
you're
is
actually in the you weren't civilian, right? You were in the actual Air Force.
I was actually in the Air Force. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
And I was in Colorado Springs and
Right.
and Germany after I got out
Oh, wow.
tech school. I was in Germany for 6 years, so my wife and I loved it over there.
I bet.
Well, thank you
A lot,
for your.
a lot of great food there and stuff, and
Wow.
A lot of good vinyl from Germany.
yeah.
So what?
I have some vinyl from over there that I got over there too.
So what kind of computer technician stuff did you do? Like, were you programming or like?
No, I was repairing.
Oh, so you're hardware primarily. Yeah. Okay. You work on the operating systems and stuff like that, or?
Not really.
No, just hardware.
Yeah, I was trying to be a programmer, but
Hi, Uncle Tim.
Well,
I think this is directed for Tim Allen.
Yeah, but I don't talk over people, so.
I used to teach programming. That's why I'm
Not like now.
I don't know. Maybe it's this Tim he's talking
I
about.
was, but I was going to say I was trying to be a programmer before I went in, but I had to take a test, and I was up late the night before, and I was still hungover when I took the test.
Nice.
That would affect your performance, I would think. Yeah.
Anyway, I was thinking about that last night, actually, Surfer, and I don't have. I had a bunch of ideas. I was going to make videos, other people's ideas. It said make a video, and then I didn't do any of them, and now I've forgotten what they all were. So I don't know. That's not long answer. I don't know.
Videos are hard these days.
I can't find anything anymore to show. Like thrift store finds. I haven't found anything in the thrift store in ages. So
Or you could find a Johnny Yoko cookie jar.
That was neat, Doc. I saw your short.
Oh.
Yeah, they're hanging on your clothesline.
Yeah.
You know, when you're walking around downtown and you happen to look in the store window, what's this? That's a video.
How much was it?
I never found out.
Oh.
Was it a two virgins cookie jar? That would be interesting.
Is it a cookie jar?
I have a funny feeling it might have been because it was a store that dealt in ceramic stuff.
It didn't look that big, though. How big was it?
It was like a foot long by.
Oh, really? It didn't look that big, but it's hard to tell without perspective.
It was big enough that it took up the whole store window.
It holds hot dogs because it's a foot long hot dog.
Look at this! Look at this! That's a video.
It's actually a cigar box.
Well, Doc, I'll give you money for it. You can go get it for me.
You might use it to store other things too. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one would ever think of looking in there for
all the stuff Paul wants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's legal here, so.
Yeah, it's legal here too. We got a pot shop on every corner. Crazy. Yep. That and Tim Hortons.
Yeah, our last Prime Sinister made it legal in Canada.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know. We're so pleased.
Because he wanted to cut down on drug crime, which of course it didn't do.
It didn't?
No, of course not.
They always says it's going to help the community and cut down on crime and all. It's all it does is bring more crime, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, especially in the bigger cities and stuff.
More intoxicated people behind the wheels of their cars. That's all it does.
Remember, don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer.
And that's how alcohol abuse.
Yeah. I like it that they have the AAA, the phone numbers and stuff for Alcoholics Anonymous and all this stuff. And if you think you've had too much to drink, it's like, well, yeah.
Yeah, but some of the cars detect that you've been drinking and won't start.
That's right, yeah. I had a buddy of mine that had one of those, which you had to inhale to start the car, breathe in it. I mean,
my car keeps telling me to stop and have a drink.
Well, I stopped drinking alcohol when I was still in Germany. That was back in '91, the 4th of July in '91.
Good for you. Yeah.
And then it was more like a lot of Dr. Pepper and stuff. Now it's mainly water I drink.
I don't know if it's still law in France, but at one point in France, you had to carry every car to be legal on the road. You had to have a breathalyzer kit in your car, so that if you'd been drinking, you used it before you got behind the wheel, right? But the flaw with this law is once you've used it, you can't be behind the wheel and drive your car anymore because you don't have one of those kits in your car because you just used it. So it was the stupidest law in the world because you have to use it to drive, but once you use it, you don't have a kit, so you can't drive anymore.
Those French think of everything.
Just for that, I'm not going to France.
Yeah, no France.
I talked about that on Top Gear for a long time. It was just so stupid.
Yeah, actually, I was in the Air Force for 7 years, but the first 6 years of it, I was at the same base. We were only like 5 miles from France. Like at the southern end of the runway, we had some equipment over there I worked on, and we could see into France on a clear day.
Whereabouts in Germany were you?
I was in Zweibrücken, Germany for 6 years. That's just outside the not far from Saarbrücken, and Ramstein's around 30 kilometers from there. And then I was in Wiesbaden for my last year.
A lot of pretzels and beer.
Yeah, and schnitzel.
Yeah.
Hang out with the guys.
Or I like going to the embassies, getting like where you get like the brats and stuff. But there was another one where it was like can't remember what they called it now, but it was pork that you got, like a pork sandwich.
Oh, okay.
This is stupid. Somebody asks on YouTube, what happened to the passengers on the space shuttle that blew up?
Well,
there weren't really any passengers. So.
I was trying to find this picture I was going to show you.
Ooh.
It takes time, though. Go ahead and keep talking. Talk amongst yourselves.
They went into another dimension.
Yes. Or they went hiking in a mountain.
So tragic.
Those people jump off like they're safe.
Yeah, they're jumping.
What I don't understand is how they can rebuild that so quickly. Like 2 or 3 times a day, they rebuild that, and then it falls
I can
again.
rebuild my stereo in seconds because, like 5 minutes later, it goes up again.
Or was it made with Legos?
Yeah, maybe. But there's calamities all over the world. Look out! Look out! Oh, God. Oh!
I think that's a spare.
Yeah. Since you're talking about German stuff, I've got a train layout. My whole layout of the train set's all German buildings.
Ooh, it's in Germany. You never sees it.
That's right. The whole thing's German.
Yeah,
sure
you can
that's
tell
not
by the architecture.
Jawohl.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've even got a German ski lodge, yeah.
Ah.
Oh, yep. I've skied in
Does that one have a
Germany.
horseshoe Beatles
I've skied in
train track?
Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
So when you're playing with that, do you stick a monocle in your eye?
Yeah, I become Schultz and
Blink.
Ooh.
ski lodge.
That turns into waterfall comfort.
But hopefully it doesn't it doesn't explode at times with from.
No, it doesn't explode like Paul's place. Only Paul does that. Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about like on Hogan's Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Where they blow up the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
See, and here's some of my other buildings. But yeah, they're all from Germany, all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. But anyway, since you're talking about Germany, I thought I'd just show it for fun.
I'm sorry, we don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, really. There it is, all lit up. Yeah. Okay. I know everybody's sleeping now. You can make me smaller. Even my residential area is all German building houses. If I get it to focus.
Yeah, I lived in the first place my wife and I lived at because we got married after I got stationed over there. I came back to Colorado and got married and then
What part of Colorado were you?
Colorado Springs.
Okay, I used to travel out to business I used to go to Denver, Colorado at least.
My sister used to live in Littleton, and then she lived in Elizabeth. But recently, she moved earlier this year. Her and her husband moved to Gulf Park, Mississippi, which is right by where I had my tech school at.
Okay.
I had my tech school at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. Gulfstream's the next town over. But I was there from May of 82 through September of 82.
Oh, wow.
Talk about heat and humidity.
Yeah, really.
Like walking like 2 blocks from where I had my classes to my dorm. Like 2 blocks. Within the first block, my T-shirt and my shirt on top of that would be soaked from sweat.
Oh, wow.
And
just think Doc will be able to play with the train set, too.
And then around every block, we had to shake the sand out of our shoes.
Oh, wow. Oh, everybody, you make me small.
Oh, okay. Look, question. What's my favorite song by the Police? Probably Synchronicity. It ain't Roxanne.
I like Message in a Bottle.
It's okay. Not my favorite. Okay.
Oh no.
Synchronicity.
Oh, it's the one on Ghost in the Machine. It's the second song in. I can't think of it right now. What is it? Everything She Does Magic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's my.
Or any
Ghost
other
in the Machine. Fantastic album.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real good one.
Aha.
Paul, do you have any Police albums?
No, I try to stay away from the Police.
I avoid the Police.
Why do you have a record?
Yeah, I was gonna say Paul's got a record from.
I never really got into them. I just
He's got a Police record, yeah. I don't even have to tell you what Police album I've got. You already know.
Yeah. Probably that one. The best of Sting and the Police. Probably get rid of 2 birds with 1 stone.
King of Pain, I can handle that one. Yeah.
The Police.
I never liked that song.
One of their albums is actually quite valuable because it's transparent and you can see through the album. It's actually more valuable than any.
Well, it's on Quiet too. It's on Quiet too, is what it is. But I don't think it's that valuable. There's tons of them out there. It's synchronicity. There's tons of them out there.
The Police song about the dinosaur. What's that?
I don't know.
Did they cover the theme song to the Flintstones?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I thought that was the B-52s.
Oh, I thought that was Not Was.
Puff the Magic Dragon.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
That's a good one. I'll go get it.
Good.
Walking in your footsteps.
So walking on the moon.
I don't like that
song. I was thinking walking on the moon. I hope my feet don't break walking on the moon.
Yeah, walking on the moon's pretty good.
Wait a minute. Something's wrong here.
Oh no! Bill Brad's gone. Bring him back.
He's off looking for something.
Yeah, he'll be back.
It's called Just Sing when I sang Message in a Bottle. Oh, cool, Gordon. Message in a bottle. He's been abducted. Oh no!
Yes.
Ooh. Jeez. I don't have a thing about abduction here. I just have a. Oh, well, I got a SWAT spot.
Or did he have a cave-in from all his records and stuff?
Yeah, just a canyon where I bring them. Woohoo!
They survived that though, didn't they?
Yeah, they bounced.
They're fine. They're fine.
Good.
I was going to say there's one record that I was surprised about because Dave Mason's first solo album, they had the regular black vinyl and then they had like a splattered vinyl of them, and I guess back then like at least 10 years ago, even Psycho Paul told me that the black album's worth more than the splatter one.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it. I have the black vinyl, so for that.
For fun, I brought this to
Doors.
But it's the Doors, but it's a UK pressing.
Oh,
well, that's strange.
But yeah, it's UK press. That's not a bad album, That's good.
Yeah.
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 Doors. I could have brought some other stuff, but I didn't. I was trying to find my Police albums. I was gonna go those.
Did you know the Moody Blues in black is rarer than the blue?
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that Elvis album. Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard that before, actually, that the blue is more common. I don't know. I don't really pay much attention because I already got the album. So.
Actually, I think he's talking about Elvis anyway.
Elvis?
Blues.
No. I think I don't know, but the Moody Blues album, the same thing though. The one that he showed that was in blue vinyl, same thing. It is black, but it's rarer than the blue.
Tim, have you got any other colors besides the blue one, the Moody Blues?
Well,
Moody Blue album.
I can't find it right now, but this is one that Calvin Boaz sent me. It was a TLP set that it was a BBC sessions, and they have it in each one that's album in it is in a different color.
Oh wow!
Like they had there's like 3 albums in it, 3 or 4, and 2 of them were like shades of blue. Then the other one was yellow. Like the blue ones I could understand being the Moody Blues, but
Yeah, no, I was thinking about the Elvis album. You know, Moody Blues. Does anybody have it besides the blue vinyl?
I can't remember whether I have that one or not. I
think so.
You got it, Tim or Paul?
Just blue.
I don't think so.
So I've got it on black and blue on the 2 different ones for that Elvis album.
Did they get in a fight?
I just got the blue. I just got the blue. I don't have the black. I've seen the black, but I only had the Moody Blue. Yeah, I only had the black. The blue. I got one. It's blue.
I just have the greatest hits.
I got a rock.
No, but wait a minute. I got one of the cooler greatest hits. Wait a minute.
Okay.
I thought he'd never leave.
I
heard that.
I heard that.
I heard that.
He left the couch.
Ladies and gentlemen, Doc has left the couch.
No, I came back, and I have the best Elvis greatest hits ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Make myself heard.
Here it comes.
Oh, Shuko.
Yeah. That one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I've got that one. Yeah.
I think that is such a great album cover.
Actually, I think I agree with you. It's a great album.
I love that album cover.
I love that album.
No, the cover. The cover. The album cover is just the best.
It's amazing how they got all those guys to hold the exact same pose.
I know. Amazing.
It's truly amazing.
Yeah. I only bought it for the cover. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah. Amazing.
There's a match.
Whoa, whoa. Ding, 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 ding.
Yay.
Hey.
Wow. Cool.
Unbelievable.
I know. Yeah. Don't pay any attention to those people, Lee. They're just trying to, you know, cause a fuss. No fuss. No fuss. No muss, no fuss. Yes. I think I got it. I think no. Oh, this one. Hang on.
Oh, that's an oldie.
That'll teach you.
Yeah. Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah. There aren't too many from the original thing that I still have. So.
Mm-hmm. That's one of them.
So
I don't know.
So who was in the monkey suit?
I don't know.
There was some actor, but I don't remember his name. Yeah.
It was the
Those weren't real apes.
nasty gorilla. Yeah. But we have nothing but pure entertainment here.
Yay.
Why aren't they clapping?
Yes.
What are they? Puppets?
You can't see the strings.
You're crazy. I don't know. It was Vito Scotti, the suit.
Yeah, could have been.
Well, I think that's who's at Jorgen's house in that ape suit.
Ah.
Yeah.
Elvis ripped off the cover of London Calling for his first album. No kidding. Oh, wait a minute. Beatle Brad's here.
Beatle Brad's here. He changed subjects.
Here.
Okay, we're talking about this album, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Yes.
So we've moved on.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Wait a minute. Let's see. Which one should I show?
Side one.
That one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Or could have just gone eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, really. See?
Ooh.
You have the one from Bulgaria?
This is from Spain.
Oh, okay.
See.
Okay, I was going to say.
Not in here. Not in here, you know.
I don't speak Spanish.
Do you have one from France?
France? I don't know if I do or not. I have to try and.
Okay.
But yeah, this original. But I mean, the backing of it's totally different.
Yeah.
That's what the back looks like. It's
Ooh.
totally different.
I think it has an address on it.
Yeah. It's because it's from Doc Dawkins.
You can send it back. The address is on it.
This one?
Ooh. Gold vinyl edition. Hey. Ooh.
But wait, there's more. It comes with a record.
There's more.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Is that awful fake stereo like Volume 1 of that on gold vinyl? That's the same thing. Volume 1 of that is one of the worst fake stereo records I've ever
It is. Yeah, you're right.
Horrible.
You are right.
Horrible.
But no, this is actually a good one. Good album. Let's see what different one can I show. I've got an original press, a special edition, limited edition press.
Yeah, hang on. Somebody wants to see the dance tonight.
Nice. Yeah. This is the limited edition 180 gram vinyl edition.
Okay, Tim.
Tim's loving it.
He wants to be a Thunderbird.
But the cool thing about this one is it's a gatefold.
Oh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, mama. Oh, man, I can't believe it.
Does that record have It's Hard to Rumba in a Sports Car on it? I don't think so. No. Yes,
but
not.
anyway, I can show the rest of them.
What good is it if it doesn't have that on there?
Yeah, really.
That's a crowd favorite.
Another original pressing. But anyway.
This one's from Peru.
Peru, Indiana.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, not that Peru. But yeah, it's good. That's a good album. In the back.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's one.
And this is when, after he passed away, they came and did those. He changed it.
Ah, you see, he's here too.
Yay!
Yes.
Suitable
I know
for
Paul and Tim have gone to sleep.
Ah.
Yeah, see, I know of Elvis's movies. My favorites GI Blues. Takes place over in Germany.
Yeah. Speedway was shot here in Charlotte.
Okay.
Ooh.
Where I live.
No way. Way.
Jeff's loving all the Elvis stuff.
Of course.
It's okay. I'm alive.
Yeah, where I live now isn't my hometown, but see where I live now, it's the Cheap Trick's hometown.
No.
Oh wow. My friend of mine, a real good friend, Jeff. Not Jeff, since I'm looking at Jeff. Jim. He dated Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter. Yeah, They went out for quite a while.
Was that before or after Michael?
After. Well, it's actually, no, I take that back. It was before. It was before. That's right. Jim had some wild stories about her and Elvis, that's for sure.
Yeah, somebody here doesn't like Ric Flair. Ooh. Ooh.
I tell you, the best Elvis ones are called the FTD, which is the albums that they did with Elvis. And they're called Follow That Dream. What?
Yeah. I'm not repeating.
like this. This is. I just grabbed one of them, but they're like the size of a little bit CDs. What's this?
Oh, Elvis.
That's my Elvis collection.
There you go.
Robert P. sent me everything he had about Elvis.
And you're enjoying it thoroughly.
And on the B side, we have.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
There is no B side now.
Done.
On the B side, we have.
We have Free Falling by Tom Petty.
Kinks.
Nice.
So I got all the Kinks and all the Elvis.
Wow.
Ouch.
So can you have it just do shuffle on them so you have a mixture of the two?
Well, I guess I could shuffle them through a player, yeah.
Do the shuffle.
That would be weird. Just Kinks and Elvis. I think that would be a very odd combination.
Yeah, really. These are
amazing.
These are called Follow That Dream, and they're
Okay.
Elvis.
Okay.
Ah.
And these are really cool. I like these. These are they got 2 CDs. Plus you get outtakes and bonus footage bonus stuff.
45 size.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they're all nicely done, and they all come with booklets too.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to
Elvis
his
was
hair?
cooler.
That's the way they should have done CDs originally, just as 45 size.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
nice. I mean, the sound quality is fantastic, but these are now quite collectible. I mean, you used to be able to get them for about $30, and now a lot of them are anywhere from $200 to $600.
Yeah, they're $32 now.
Yeah. But no, I mean, they come with booklets, and there's outtakes. Like I said, and they're great quality. I got a stack of them. But yeah, it's,
I'm coming to your house with big pockets.
I just got swarmed by dogs.
uh-oh.
What I do now?
Hello.
What did I do now?
What? What do you want?
What did you do now?
I'm surprised Doc just didn't show his greatest hits of Elvis.
Well,
He did.
yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I was kind of getting him to do it again.
I've got one that's it's a gold cover and it's CD. What's it called?
Well, that I was eliminated.
Greatest Hits collection of Elvis.
One. It's called Ones or something like that.
Yeah,
Ones
Elvis Golden Records or something.
Yeah, that's one I have.
Then I've got this.
Okay.
Oh wow, that again.
I have never seen that in the record store.
I'm surprised that Doc has more than the greatest hits ones for the Beatles. Of course, there's so many greatest hits ones for the Beatles that.
Big Las Vegas, baby.
Ooh.
I keep my parsley in the refrigerator.
Try to do this and keep on camera at the same time.
That never came out as an album, and it should have. I mean, there's no reason that.
You go to Vegas, and that's all you hear is this song everywhere. Is this Viva Las Vegas? But this would have been a great cover.
And it only had a EP soundtrack. That's kind of silly.
All the ice cream trucks play that song.
But yeah, you go to Las Vegas, and it's like at the Bellagio, they have these fountains that dance, and they play the Viva Las Vegas probably seriously every half hour.
Did they ever play at the CC Top's cover of it?
Nope.
Right? Yeah, they covered it, didn't they?
Yeah, no, they just did the original Elvis one. But yeah, Viva Las Vegas. We're losing lost wages, as I call it.
Yeah, that's why I don't go there.
Actually, I made money in Vegas, my wife and I.
Now if I want to go to a casino, we have a Hard Rock Casino here in Rockford now.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Rick Nielsen was one of the biggest backers of it.
Oh, wow.
So, Rick Rove played there with Miles and.
He made me small.
Trying to remember now the one that's plays drums.
I made money in Vegas. I bought a photocopier.
Look, Tim Allen's back.
What are you going to show us, Uncle Tim?
Nothing.
Oh. I thought you went to
I do have a box set if we have time for a couple minutes.
Very short time.
Yeah. Make it
I
quick.
know we are.
Yeah.
Okay, box set time.
I thought because nobody ever shows the Big Star box set. It's a CD box set.
Oh, I've never seen that.
4 CDs. The fourth one is live. It's mostly it's a lot largely unreleased stuff. Comes with a really big book. Pretty thick for a CD box book. And you get pictures of all the guys. And I kind of like the way they did it. It's like it's almost like a tablecloth or something. The CDs are just
okay. Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, it's like lace tablecloth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's on Rhino, so it's a good job. And the live CD is an audience recording, believe it or not, but you'd never know it. I've heard way worse Big Star live recordings than the one on here. And it's an audience recording, but a very good one. Yeah, it's called Keep an Eye on the Sky. And if you ever see this, pick it up because it's really, really good. There you go.
Did I buy that at my local rent store?
I think you're going to be hard pressed to find it now, but I'm sure it's around.
I've never seen it before. That's new to me.
But yeah, and again, it's like the same size as the FTD thing. It's like a 45 size.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat.
Wow.
That was a missed opportunity.
Here's a 45, and see, it's a little bit bigger than
that.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of neat when they do them like that, make them those size, larger.
Yeah. They should have. That should have been.
And like I said, the book is fantastic. The book's like 100 pages, and
wow.
I hope it has big print because I need to read things fast.
I'd buy that for $1.
Indeed, yes. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So, yeah, okay. That should do it for today. I'm going to end the show now. I would like to thank Jeff Kendall and Gur and Tim Allen and Thrifty Tim and Beatle Brad for being here. And maybe even some of those people over in the comment section.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, people in the chat.
Thank you, people in the chat.
Yes. People in the chat have brought up a lot of good points today.
Yeah, they usually do. We got good chatters here.
Yeah.
Good chatters.
Yeah, and here's what we end on. What was Steve Jobs' last 3 words before he died? Hint, Beatle Brad says it all the time.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here. That's right.
Get out of here. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
And we'll be back Thursday.
I thought it was more like a 2-word one.
No, it's just get out of here.
That's all, folks. Good night.
There you go.
Another system.
We're still
I
alive.
love when you do this, Doc. It's great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He's trying to psych us out.
There was too many buttons to push. I never. It's still actually.
Oh, it'll be okay, Doc.